Oh, my splash screen is up. It took me a really
Splash,
long
splash,
time. Yeah,
splash.
it took me a long... Because it's bloopers. Get it?
Oh, bloops.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't get it. This highbrow humor is beyond you.
Enough of that pen scratching. It's such a dumb joke. And it makes me laugh all of a sudden.
You sound insane right now. Okay, joining me via Skype today is the Brain Spawn, and he's talking about an old Simpsons gag. A very old Simpsons gag.
We're old.
We're old. Let's see, I'm going to kill the Blooper startup reel. And, yeah, via mic, via Skype, from the second city. From Chi-Town, Chicago, is the Brain Spawn joining us. And if
We
you
have
hear
a lake.
yeah, we have a lake, and we have a really tall building, like at least one.
And we prefer to call it Sears.
Yes, it is the Sears Tower. If you call it Willis Tower, then something's wrong with you.
And we prefer to call it Sears.
Yes, it is the Sears Tower. If you call it Willis Tower, then something's wrong with you. I'm going to assume I'm not getting too much feedback because I just checked it. Oh well. Let's just play my dumb game.
Noveria, Noveria.
I'm not there yet. Spoilers. No, I'm JK. I feel like I should probably go all the way back to the Citadel. I feel grossly underpowered.
I hate going back to Citadel in Mass Effect 1. It's like a 2-hour chore. And like when you're trying to leave at a like save point or whatever, it's like you have to do a Citadel run before like like you're gonna go to Noveria or somewhere else. It's like, well, I gotta do my Citadel business before I carry on.
It sounds like such a chore when you put it that way.
It is.
It's like, I don't want to go to the Citadel.
Like I remember like even playing Mass Effect 3. It's like, well, I could go to bed, but I really want to do my Citadel run.
Well, what is it? I have the Scorpion 4 armor right now, which is IV, and I feel grossly underpowered in it. So should I go to the Citadel and see if they have a higher level armor?
What are you playing? Are you playing your regular class?
Yeah. How do I check what that is? Squad? I'm an adept. Yes.
Oh god.
Oh, I actually usually play engineer in Mass Effect 2 and 3 because I forgot what I played as. But I guess in 1 I've always played as an adept because I get all the force powers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're like super OP in the original. You can do like every ability. It's just like
yeah, all my abilities are OP, but like we discussed before, I'm a glass cannon. I think I gotta go to the Citadel before I do
oh
Noveria.
god. Well, that guy got an easy double kill. I've been really tempted to want to like replay Mass Effect. Like I'm starting to get that itch to like. I really want to play.
I just exited so far out of the galaxy map. I accidentally exited back to the command center.
Oh lord.
Yeah, I'm playing it right now because I'm not going to have the initiative to play it later. I want to play the entire trilogy again right now, even though Andromeda comes out in about a year. I'll get my fix of it now, and when Andromeda comes out, I'll be happy.
I still don't know what to feel about Andromeda. It's like...
I'm like cautiously optimistic. I really don't want them to screw up the lore of not being able to get out of the galaxy.
Yeah, it's just like... I don't know.
My main concern is, are we going to find a bunch of creatures that we can translate to English that just it happens to work with? Are we going to find supplies that just happen to work with our supplies? Are we going to find like suits or armor that just is compatible with our stuff? Are we going to find a bunch more bipedal creatures that just like are we going to run into people we know somehow? Literally you can go I think in Mass Effect 1 we've explored about 1% of the entire galaxy. Or in Mass Effect in the first series, 1%.
Yeah.
It's gonna trip me out if we like go to Andromeda and we're like, oh look, hey, Garrus fucking cameos in Andromeda. How do we find him here? Like, The odds of us in 2 entire galaxies running into the same
Equalizing interior pressure with
I'd be very
exterior
surprised
atmosphere.
if they did like that, because like that would
Logged.
mean
The commanding officer is
one of the
ashore.
endings had to
Exo
be,
Presley has
you
the
know,
deck.
Final, I guess, or something,
Like,
or definitive.
like canon.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. I was like, I can't believe I can't think of canon.
I used to have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork. Did you, Garrus? Garbus, please.
Oh God.
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny
They have a
has
T-Rex.
announced that its research
They have a
colony on
T-Rex.
Pharos is finally returning a profit.
And by T-Rex, I mean
New
tank.
discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have
Close.
finally paid off
Close,
for
brain spawn.
Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose
So,
sharply with the announcement. With
well, I'm
investors
just concerned that they're going to do fan service, and like I said, they kind of set up that we're not getting out of this galaxy because of the Mass Effect relays. I guess we can go through a wormhole, but then I think that we should probably be stranded.
Yeah, agreed.
Because I don't know how we're gonna like. They explain a lot of the pseudoscience of this game where they're like just Mass Effect feels.
Mass Effects.
It's Mass Effects.
Omnigels.
They have all these Omnigels.
What was it? What was it Mass Effect 1? Because they didn't add the ammo. What was like the thermal cells or whatever in 2 because or whatever.
Yeah. Are you asking about 1 or 2?
Thermal clips. It was thermal clips in 2 and 3.
In 2 and 3, yeah.
Did they call it anything for the reason you never ran out of ammo, or is it just simply overheating?
Oh wait, are you asking about 1 or 2?
1. I don't remember what did they
how they explain that we never run out.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay,
now.
the way that it works is literally any sized little tiny piece of mass can be a deadly projectile because of Mass Effect deals. Could it propel themselves? Oh my god, I'm being called. That startled me. Hold on a sec. Hello? Hey, what's up?
Who dares?
I'm live streaming right now if you want to watch me. Go to twitch.tv/theblooperreel. Twitch.tv/theblooperreel. Like, I'm literally live on webcam right now. I'm playing Mass Effect.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah.
Is there something I can do for you?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
I can text it to you. Yeah. You told me not to. Okay. I will do it on my next day off, which is Monday.
I'm on my way.
What? Yeah, I'll pay extra to have them pack it. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Yeah, I will. I'm doing it live right now, actually. You should be able to if you open up your web browser, so your default web browser or Google Chrome or whatever you have on there.
Well, thank you for.
Yeah, you should. Actually, you might not be able to if it's an Android one. I don't think they support Flash, but I will send it to you and you can try it.
Supplies for your return to the colonies?
No, no. I'm playing video games and people can watch me play. Yeah, I'll send it right now and see how it works. Bye. Hello?
Yo.
Oh man. I love my dad, but explaining technology to anyone,
I have no patience trying to explain.
you have no
technology
patience
to
for
anyone.
it. You're just like,
I was like, oh, you should know this. Like, you use a computer every day. How do you not notice this?
you you use your computer every day. How did you get this far?
Like you use a computer every day. How do you not notice? Tinker with something on the house computer, and it's like something
I'm
in.
having some real issues here. Yeah.
And it was just like had to print something, and like my mom was like, you know, you have to right click to print. I'm like, there's a print icon I put here so you didn't have to right click.
You're trying to make it as easy as you possibly can, right?
Yes. And it's like it fails. It fails horribly, but like it's expected. It's like you'll never win that battle, but you try. You try.
No, like I don't know. I don't really know. My mom worked for the city for 16 years or so. Most of those years she was using a PC, but for some reason when she gets home, it all goes out the window, and like she double clicks on links and stuff like that when you only need to single click on a link.
Well, that annoys me. Like if I see one of my parents just double click, I'm like, it's just like nails on a chalkboard. I actually have to like have my hand like blocking my vision. Just so like
that's your pet peeve.
yeah, it's like, and I should not have jumped into the fur like this. Treat. Hey, grenade kill. But like yeah, it's like I don't want to call it ignorance to technology, but it's like it's irksome to me.
Sometimes
I think I'll be going.
oh my god.
Welcome back.
Sometimes it's weird because it's like almost an unwillingness to learn because like clearly they've gotten through life so far. They know how to do all of their stuff. Like they could like change their oil and like do their fucking taxes easily and all that. And for some reason the computers, it's almost a reluctance to learn because it's like, oh well, that's too complicated, so I'm not going to bother. So you have to keep saying like, no, don't double click it, single click it, but it won't change.
In a way, like I was kind of talking with this with someone from work, like a lot of it has become user friendly. Like now, it's nothing like as complicated. It's not as complicated as it used to be. Like I don't want to say if it's better or worse, but like it's a lot of stuff is becoming simpler now.
Completely agreed. I think, oh, I'm biotics. I can't actually use this, can I? That's my Omni tool. That's the thing. My dad doesn't actually really ever need to use a computer. I mean, sometimes I guess he goes out and pays his bills and checks and looks up some stuff, but just I couldn't imagine when he'd actually like need a computer.
Yeah, like that's what like I
need one every day because I edit and I do like stuff like this and I have fun on it. That's my entertainment.
I'm waiting for the day where like my dad like he hates his car because it has a single CD, you know, player instead of like a 6-disc that he used to have. And like he loves like, you know, make CDs and everything. It's like a lot of that stuff is like getting harder and harder to do or like find equipment for. And it's just like I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day like you can't do that anymore. Like
burn a CD.
Yeah. Without the need of a computer, possibly. But even most.
I burn CDs actually. Even with my brand new like spec'd out PC,
Yes, human. You need.
I have enough stuff to
you will
burn
be
a
pleased,
CD.
I think.
Like most laptops, pretty much, unless it's like Ultrabook or something like that like don't have disk drives anymore. Like they've taken those out.
Heavy Krogan armor. I don't even know if my Rexy can wear this yet.
Krogan armor.
Shepherd.
Rex. That was like one of the greatest things.
Hey, or not. Hey Rex, what's your favorite pie? Shepherd.
So dumb. That was like one of the best like like things in the Citadel thing.
I
Or
actually
3.
need to. What? Which part?
Like the whole party thing and just like
Oh, that. Yeah, I completely agree.
it's like great fan service.
They did it very well. Some of it was very clearly cheesy, and yes, fans.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot. I mean, it was really good. It was funny.
Yeah, it was good fan service. Not like bad fan service.
Hey, does this increase my crit? Oh, I was checking on Rex's, if he can use heavy armors, actually.
I think he should be able to.
He can, but I don't know if he can before I upgrade him all the way. Combat armor. Equip heavy armor. Yeah, he gets that about the middle of... Okay, then I'm gonna buy him, I think, heavy armor, I think.
Yes, human. You need something, yes? Oh, you...
Oh my god, that's fucking expensive. It's weird not having money. I've played Mass Effect 1 so frequely.
That you just have money to burn.
Yeah, my 360, I have literally max money. I have 999,999.
That was the one
Or
thing.
no, we can't. You can have 9,999,000. You have 1 credit shy of 10 million credits.
That was the like it's weird, like the original, I would say Mass Effect 1's gameplay is not very good. It definitely improved like 2 and 3, like the combat and it got better. But like I miss in 2 they completely dumbed down like your powers and inventory. And 3 was kind of a hybrid, but like
Yes,
playing
human.
1
You need
so many
something,
times,
yes?
I was like, I liked that like really
Yes, human. You need
much
something.
more heavy-handed
Yes, all right then.
customization of
Good
like your
tidings to you, human.
powers and your
Yes,
inventory
human. You need something.
and stuff like that. The inventory is kind of a mess.
The RPG aspects, kind of.
Yeah, like the inventory is still kind of a mess between like you keep like it doesn't stack. Like if you got like I don't know, like the Avenger like 5
Yes,
gun or
human.
something,
You
it
need
doesn't
something.
stack.
Yes.
So you're gonna
Yes,
keep
human.
cycling
You need
through like,
something.
oh, here's an Avenger 5
Oh,
again.
you-
Here's another one. It's like, can you just stack them like any other modern game? But at the time or whatever, but it's still like that's the one annoyance going back to it.
Okay, this is weird and this is actually no. Did I accidentally buy something? Okay, anyway, there's a Scorpion 5 and an Ursa 5 armors here, and as far as I can tell, they have literally the exact same stats: 32, 204, 18. Did I get a save point? Because I need to load if that's the case. Yeah, I need to reload my save. I just accidentally bought like a 39,000 credit armor.
That was the last time I played the original Mass Effect. I've done this. I've done. Is it Noveria? No. What's the planet you meet the Thorin at?
Pharos.
Pharos. Like the zombie, infected people or whatever. I was able to save all of them so many times, but the last time I played Mass Effect 1, I couldn't save all of them. I'm like, what? And I'm like, reload. Like,
I just literally, as you walk along that, you can keep saving. So I kept doing that.
it was just like, I don't understand how that happened. Like, out of all the times I played Mass Effect 1, and like, really, like that one time is like, I failed. I couldn't save them all. I'm like, what? Like, what did I do?
I must have saved them all at some point because I'm at the wrong place. I must have saved them all because I gotta talk to Conrad Werner because I reloaded my save. Because I got Max Paragon.
Made the first human being a Spectre is a big
Max Paragon.
Just hold
Max.
up your gun.
I should have named my Shepherd Max Paragon. Too bad you can't change his last name, Max Paragon
Thanks again,
Shepherd.
Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room.
Save points are a good thing, Afjack. I was thinking of, ooh, actually, I don't know where my chat is. That's weird. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna see my chat until it fills up. Afjack, you're here frequently enough, and you understand Twitch. Remind me at some point, and if you'd like to be a mod, I'd be more than happy to make you a moderator.
Oh, he'll do it too.
Will he? Oh, this is my best friend back from Chicago, Afjack, that is via mic with me right now. I have him all up on Skype with me.
Yes, you need something, yes?
I need supplies.
Phil's here.
Well, you will be pleased, I
Pills
think.
here.
Wait,
Very good
wrong
things
game.
I have. You'll see.
Grabbing bills. Okay.
I really kind of want to play Left 4 Dead.
Wait, what is... He has different stuff this time. He has a different set of armor. Or not.
Who does?
The merchant has different armor sets this time.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
That's weird.
I knew these weren't consistent. This is my proof. This is my proof right here.
It's being uploaded to the whole internet to see. No one will think you're crazy.
I'm just gonna buy this for Rex, and I'll always just bring him with me. And that'll solve him dying. What does he currently have? He has 24,117. This is 38,200. I primarily need armor for myself, but I can only take light armor, and this guy doesn't have any light human armor. Oh man, I'm gonna die.
That's what sounded like with my character as Sentinel. He can only wear light armor, so like it was like the crappiest of crap armor.
But that's the thing. I'd be fine if I could at least buy some. He doesn't even have any here. I die a lot right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do against Venezia.
Oh, but now he's gonna kick your ass.
I know. I know. It wouldn't be bad, but once he gets a certain health, he freezes you no matter what for a cutscene, right?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna buy some more armor for Rex.
Ooh, you got lucky, teammate.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you just saw that. Oh my god! Hold on one sec. Hello. Hello. I can't hear you.
You have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel.
Hi. What's up? Yeah, you're gonna be live on this now on my video. Because I'm talking to you on the phone. Your voice isn't gonna be, but you're gonna be here. Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. You're about 30 seconds behind me. 15 to 30 seconds behind me. Oh, hey Becky. Shout out to you. 38. Oh, that's really powerful. I should buy that. How much is that? 38k? Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, have a good night. I'll talk to you later. Bye. That's hilarious.
What?
Hold on one sec. I don't have my mic on, but I can kind of hear you. Sorry about that. That was my dad calling. You know, just chilling and chatting.
Welcome back, Earth Clan.
Give me
Will you be needing
some
supplies
human
for your
armor,
return?
please.
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
Did you?
No human armor for you.
There's clearly not brain spawn. Light armor. Compare. This is kind of worse than my current armor, actually. Okay, let's get Rex into his new armor. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the phone call, Appjack. If I do ever about to purchase, I can always reload. I don't know if you saw, literally as soon as you came in, I was reloading because I screwed that up bad. I don't need this. Rex, take
I'm
that.
Commander Shepard.
Okay, now Rex looks pretty BA in his armor. Not gonna lie. Why? Okay, shoot. Equipment, squad. Garbus? I just want Garrus to at least be able to equip medium armor.
What is it? Team Badass if you bring Garrus? In,
Yeah,
Rex?
it's Garrus and Rex. That was Al dubbed them Team Badass, I believe.
Or was that?
That was
Because
I think we
or was
made.
that-
Yeah.
Or was that Grunt and
No. It was definitely this game. Al had not played Mass Effect yet, and then we let him play Mass Effect 1 at my house. And you and I were watching him. I don't think he had even played or beaten 2 yet.
Honestly, I don't remember him playing 1 at all.
He didn't beat her or anything. We were just letting him try. And he was recruiting people on the Citadel. We watched him play for a couple hours. So when he was doing a mission, they let him choose his characters for the first time. He's like, okay, well, Team Badass. And he picked Garrus and Rex. Adrenaline burst.
It is a very appropriate name.
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. There's 2 things in this game: decryption and something else, and they both sound like they do hacking stuff. I don't know the difference still. Years later. Resets the cooldown times on all of your talents so they can be used immediately.
No! I was surrounded. I was trying to live.
It lets you use the electronic skill to repair or bypass objects, and then there's decryption, which lets you use open secure objects. So those are 2 separate things that I never realized.
To this day, I hate the hacking in Mass Effect 2. It's not hard in Mass Effect 2.
It's tedious.
It's not tedious. Well,
I
it
think
is.
it's tedious. In 1, it's really easy.
Oh yeah, it's just like here, Omnigel. Just like here, Omnigel.
No, even not the Omnigel. It's a game of Simon. So you're just like blah blah blah. But in the PC version, oh, you're not watching it right now. But if you did, it's really easy with the PC version.
Oh really?
It's like getting like a little sperm to ovulate the egg, because it's an arrow on the outside, and you have to click to move it inwards to the center.
What?
It's really weird with the mouse and keyboard. It's completely different. I was not expecting it when it first popped up.
I don't remember what there are 2 different kinds of hacking in Mass Effect 2. One's with like all that code one, which I hate because
there's the code one.
The code one is like nerve-wracking. I always get it right, but I have like heart attack every time I do it. I'm like don't screw up. Like I don't see purple. I don't see the big purple one. It's like it's so like I get it, but it's so like heart pounding, and I can't think of the other one. What's the other hacking one? It's something simple. It's like I think it's matching. It's like, oh, here's a circle, like triangle, or whatever. It's matching.
Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you have your cootie shot.
Back, EarthClan.
Yeah, exactly.
Show me what you've got.
By the way, SpongeMan, Garbus, please. Hello, SpongeMan. What's up, dude? I'm trying a new drink tonight, SpongeMan. This is called a Caribou Lou. It is pineapple juice, which is the least alcoholic, which is 0. It is Malibu coconut rum, and it is Bacardi 151, which is 151 proof. So I'm going to get jacked up and make poor decisions in Mass Effect.
Go Renegade.
I don't think I'll do that, Brainspawn.
Are you still like are you being like a goody two shoe?
Yeah,
like,
I had to be. I
was gonna say like I can never not be a goody two shoe in games like that. Like
119. Okay, this armor's terrible. And I'm sitting here like humming and hawing over. I gotta sell some junk.
Welcome back.
Like,
EarthClan.
I think
it still amazed me like years ago, like when
Welcome back.
the original BioShock came out, and who's now my brother-in-law, like he chose to kill the little sisters. I'm like, and I already beat in the game, so I'm like, you're a horrible person.
He's just like, whatever.
Yeah, like I couldn't do it even like playing it my first time. Like no, like you're kind of like messed up kind of a thing. I'll
Yeah.
save you.
I'll save you. Oh, SpongeMab, Tech 9, the rapper of... By the way, I don't think the 9 should be used as an I in 9, because to me that says N9 and neh. Like saying cat $ ha. Anyway, I saw a Reddit thread where somebody was discussing this drink, and everyone in the comments was like, oh, well, I think that's Tech 9's favorite drink. I might be pronouncing it incorrectly. Maybe I am the fool. Radioactive rounds. Target 21% cooldown reduction. I don't really care about that. 50 plus shields. Was that?
I said I love the radioactive rounds. That was
Are you sure you're not thinking of the plutonium ones? Because the
maybe it's
radioactive
plutonium.
the radioactive only drop them, give the enemy a negative 21% cooldown. I don't think it's the one that melts them.
Yeah, the one that melts them I like.
Agreed. That sounds jacked up.
That's weird when you consider like it's Mass Effect. It's like Mass Effect really doesn't have melting.
That's the thing. Mass Effect 2 was... Mass Effect 1 disintegrated and melted people. Mass Effect 2, I don't think really did that. And then Mass Effect 3 had you blowing people up into guts and like blood. Like when you...
Bioware.
Like when you would blast them with 2 well-charged biotics and they just explode.
Oh yeah, that is really true.
Yeah.
I love that. That was like... God, I loved being a Sentinel in Mass Effect 3. I was so, like, ridiculously powerful. Especially if you brought another biotic. Oh god, you just tore it up.
Sniper rifle.
I was afraid, like, because of beating the game on Insanity. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard. And, like, it was fairly easy with my class. I'm like brought Liara or Javik just for biotic explosions.
Brain Spawn, by the way, you're thinking of polonium rounds, which do 40% toxic damage, and those melt and disintegrate people.
I knew it did something to them.
I knew that the bullets did something to people. Statement of the century, dude.
Get out of my base.
25% damage versus organics. I never know when we would go up against organics or synthetics, so just whatever. Alright, I sold a bunch of jazz. Gotta check my equipment. I could use a nicer, better amp. Whoa, this one is nice.
Oh, that was awesome.
Rex. Garbus.
Rex.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. Cooldown bonus. You get a cooldown bonus, Garbus. Rex, I want you to get a bigger cooldown bonus too, actually. Whatever. Garrus, you need a good sniper, dude. And you need some actual stuff on that sniper. Although I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite mod of the Citadel.
Favorite thing of the Citadel.
So... Oh, also chemical rounds melt people.
Don't they one of the Infernal ones as well? Like not melt, but they like burst into flames kind of thing.
Yeah, the incendiary probably.
Yeah.
Or they might be Inferno also. Tungsten rounds. I'm gonna stick with my chemical because that's pretty messed up.
Oh god. I jumped into that grenade.
Did I accidentally switch to the thing I didn't want? Okay. Garrus, you're gonna get something to beef you up here. Rail extension. Ammo upgrades. You're gonna get some polonium rounds, bro. Garrus, bro.
My favorite, bro.
Yeah, my Tyrion dude. Oh, not this last episode of The Flash, but what do you think of the one prior to it with the female speedster? I thought that was kind of weak, because she kind of just appeared, didn't really do much, and then
No, it was like villain of the week kind of a thing.
died. But she wasn't even a good villain of the week because she didn't do anything.
No, I don't even remember like the only part of the episode that served purpose is because when they're like her lightning was blue, like Zoom's is blue, or whatever, and that was pretty much like, oh.
I don't think I don't think they needed to do an hour episode about her character just to put something that they might drop into a future episode.
Yeah, like I don't remember what else was going on in that episode that was kind of like worthwhile-ish or whatnot. I think there wasn't a new one this week,
Welcome back.
but the last new one they had was fucking awesome.
Okay, it was really good, but there's no
There were some
way
issues.
there's no way that Wells found out that Barry was the Flash, and then everything happened exactly the same.
But the thing about that episode was like, Barry, stop. It's like you want to strangle. Like, don't stop messing with time. Like you've learned. Like, stop it.
I sent you that thing that I thought was hilarious. It's like,
Yeah.
Barry, don't mess with the timeline. I'm gonna mess with the timeline. Barry, no. Barry, yes. Because I can imagine Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen, saying Barry, yes, and then going and doing it anyway.
It kind of reminded me of like a Caboose thing. It would have been a Caboose thing to do. It's just like.
Yeah, they're having a discussion with him, and he's a little dumb, so he's like, Caboose,
Yeah.
yes.
It's like it's just like just stop. But it was such a good epic. Like I thought it was great to see Tom Cavanaugh play like Wells.
He plays so many people on that show. Like they should have had him. He should also play Jay Garrick.
He might as well.
At some point, he might as well.
But like to me, like he's so good, but maybe because I forever associate him as JD's brother.
JD's brother, so you always just associate him as kind of a derpy character.
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, like your acting chops are really good.
By the way, I never liked this in ME1. The Presidium locations are all the nice locations, and then the wards locations are where I have to go to leave because I have to go to CSEC first and then take the elevator up. I never remember to go to CSEC.
I hate going to CSEC.
It sounds like you just have like such a bureaucratic job, brain spawn, that you're just like, oh man, I have to go down to CSEC today. Gotta fill out some paperwork.
Pretty much.
Must be hard for you, Garrus, knowing that the person behind
all this death and destruction is a Turian Spectre.
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of
What?
Just thinking about Mass Effect, I just like again, like we've always said, like Shepard's just an utter jerk. Essentially, like that's what I think of.
I thought we always thought that the Chief is kind of a jerk.
Yeah, that too. I just like the
because my Shepard's not a jerk.
I just like the hero acting like a jerk, essentially, like kind of like we say with Link, like Hero of Time. He just like walks into a village.
Hero of Time, move. I'm gonna break all your pots and pans and take your rupees. Yeah.
And
I forgot how to put away my gun. Okay, I just figured out how to put away my gun. That was fast. That was a very small issue that I figured out very quickly.
In progress.
I watched last week's Legends. I haven't watched this week's yet. I forgot.
The commanding officer is aboard.
I actually haven't watched the past
Presley
2 or 3
stands
episodes now.
relieved.
The last.
I think the last one was not this week's, but last week's was I thought really good.
Oh, we haven't gotten to thoroughly discuss, and I want to. What did you think of Batman vs Superman in completeness? Because I thought it was a solid C+. It wasn't as good as some of the Marvel movies have been doing.
Oh no.
But the critics gave it they got a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it deserved that.
No, I think they were being overly critical. Yeah, my thing is, I could tell Snyder didn't want to make cuts, and like to me it showed. I'm like, you didn't want to like cut, like you wanted that 3-hour movie essentially.
That's the thing. I think that he probably cut too much. I think that there should have been more in there to explain more.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing. I think I feel like that's what he cut. It's like what it feels like you cut those explanation scenes kind of thing.
If it's gonna be like the Watchmen director's cut and longer, I'll be really happy when it comes out.
Ditto. Like I'm looking forward to that cut because I'm like it's, and the thing is like it had issues or whatever, but like
Of course.
It's still, everyone kind of complains like, oh, they didn't do the Marvel approach. You didn't do like a Superman film, Batman film, Aquaman film, Flash film. Okay, now we can do Justice League. It's like, you know what?
I don't think they should copy the Marvel movie formula.
No, agreed.
But I think that part is a good idea because then people get more attached before JL comes out. JLU.
True. Like, it's gonna be a double-edged sword, and at this point, DC came in too late. They're gonna be forever damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I still enjoyed it, and I'll definitely see the next one, whichever one it is.
But
because I'm
my
a
thing
fan.
is, I think part of with Marvel, like outside probably comic people, you know, no one's really gonna know Thor. You know, everyone's probably know Captain America.
Agreed, but now he's such a household name after the movies came out because people saw it and they made it good. They made those movies well.
And it's like, I think DC's a little bit more iconic. Like, if you probably just ask any schmo, like they can name Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, you know, Aquaman. It's like, do like what they did like in Justice League cartoon. Like, okay, you did Batman and Superman pretty much for TV shows, but you didn't, like, Wonder Woman was introduced in Justice League, and it's like, just go for it, just throw them in. Like as long as like they kind of did that in Batman v Superman. People complain about that scene too, and I thought it was like okay.
That's the thing. It was okay. That was somebody on Reddit put it this way, and I thought it was good. That was possibly the laziest way to introduce the Justice League ever. In the middle of it, they're just like, oh, and here's all these guys, and they have all their icons on here already. Somebody said a good thing. That should have been like not Marvel where it's an after credit scene, but that should have been the last scene in the movie. That should have been I don't remember who to attribute this to Reddit, so I feel bad not crediting them. But he said, like, Bruce Wayne or Batfleck should have called Wonder Woman to the Batcave and been like, by the way, there were some other things on that disc that we used to do. Look, that I used to show you.
And like,
and that would have pumped everyone up at the end. Yeah, sorry.
It was weird in the sense like, okay, like it was weird that Lex had their icons. It's like that kind of bothered me.
Like, I get that he's probably like some OCD weirdo dude. Not to like shit on people with OCD. I just mean like how they depicted him. But
yeah,
I can imagine he made those, but it's gonna be weird when those people actually have those.
Yeah, and like that's what it's weird. You have their icons. You could have just been like on the nose, like with the Flash, like Red Streak. Like even Luthor didn't know how to like name them. He's like Red Streak or Blur or something like that. There's this file like Waterman or something. Like be a little bit more cheeky with the names. Like, but you didn't have to be like.
They could have been a little silly. Okay, before we continue with this, I'm about to board Noveria. Who should I take with me? Right now I have Liara and Rex because I kind of think it'll be nice that she could like lift people.
And again, I play cinematically, so like Liara and Noveria makes sense.
I always bring her. Shit, you're right. I'm actually a little tipsy. This booze is hitting me a little bit.
And
I'd say not just cinematic, but I did want to bring her for her mom. You're right.
And it's good either for Rex or Garrus because of the Arachnite thing. So you get a good thing for either of them.
But yeah, if you should watch this stream a little later and look at like how good and high resolution Garrus's and Rex's face look compared to
360.
The 360 one.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Whoever made this one did you know how it's normally like 1024 by 1024 mapping. They did it 2048 by 2048 for their faces. So it's super super high res and packed in. Yeah, sorry. About BVC. Batman vs. Superman.
The thing, like, I still enjoyed it because
this is
I'm a little bit more. I will admit, I'm a little bit more biased towards DC. But the thing I wanted out of this film that I was a little disappointed with Ultron is like Ultron was a good film. Like I enjoyed it. It doesn't deserve.
It was good and it was fun. The editing was a little sloppy, but whatever. That's kind of.
But it's just like to me, it's like
my name is Shepard.
Like. It's the thing, like the differences between Marvel and DC. Like the Hulk,
we will need to confirm that.
Like rampaged because of Scarlet Witch. Nothing really happened. Like there's nothing. There's no time in the movie. But like to me, it's like, and there's too many like. My problem with Marvel films, all of a sudden, is like you're too jokey a little. Like if it feels like you're putting in the jokes because
I think that was
because you have
because
dead
of
air.
Whedon's writing.
Yeah, like maybe it could be different with like the Russos now, but like it felt like if you had dead air, you had to have a joke. It's like we had to have a joke right here because there's dead air. It's like it just
See,
I don't know.
I actually completely agree with that in Ultron. I enjoyed it. It was a very fun movie, but the editing was a little sloppy, kind of like it was with Batman vs Superman. But like at the end, they're just one of the worst scenes that stands out to me. That even when I watch it now is the Hulk just appearing to rescue Scarlet Witch. Like I thought it was Ultron messing with her or something like that. Because it was so sudden. Or he did, or no, or does she save him?
Or Vision, or
no, not Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry, I'm tipsy, dude. The Hulk appearing to save Black Widow because Ultron has her.
Oh, that's right.
Like they just cut from one scene and abruptly he's there saving her and pulling her out of the chains and stuff. And I thought that was Ultron somehow messing with her head. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, that's the real Bruce Banner. That's the real Hulk. We found her and we're here. I'm drinking out of my giant Avengers cup that I got at Age of Ultron right now. But not just that. They do make it really jokey. The trailers built up Ultron to be a threat.
But he really wasn't.
Yeah, ultimately he just threw a bunch of very, very disposable... Like, he was joking a lot, too, which is fine that he would do that, but...
Oh, yeah, like there are funny moments. One of my favorite moments
and it's funny,
like,
but it pulls it out.
Yeah, like, one of my favorite moments with Ultron is, like, he's trying to escape in one of the
and
jets,
when
and
the Hulk jumps in...
Yeah, and he's like, oh, for Christ's sake, or whatever.
He's like, oh, for the love of God.
Yeah,
so
like that's funny, but like it also
funny,
goes to the time where
but do you want funny?
Exactly, like I'm not looking for funny, exactly,
I appreciate
and
your help.
And I kind of agree. Like DC movies are like in stylistic sense, like darker, like in like they're not colorful, like whatever, but
pretty heavy security for such
it's
a
just
small
like
port.
I don't know, but it's like Batman v Superman was kind of filling a void that I kind of like felt I missed, and even like
my investigation hampered.
To me, like in a way, it was more fans. Like I'm not sure if it was bad or good fan service for DC fans because it was kind of like I got a lot of references where like I wasn't expecting Flash in the Nightmare, like at the end of that Nightmare.
I was not either, but to be fair, I didn't even realize that was Flash.
I didn't. I wasn't expecting it.
The way that he looked, I thought that
was
might
weird.
have been Speedy. I thought that was Green Arrow's dude.
And I wasn't expecting it because I didn't think that was gonna be how Flash's cameo was gonna be. I almost leapt out of my chair like almost like oh my god like kind of like what you like what the TV show. It's kind of like you're not gonna do time travel. That's like you're not gonna do that. That's too far out there. Then like. When you like in that one episode in season 1 when he goes back in time, you're like, oh my god, he went back in time. Like you guys are doing this or whatever. It's like that. It was that same moment I had. I'm like, oh my god, like you're doing this. Like this is how Flash's cameo is. Pretty much. And actually, like it's kind of interesting how people are saying like, oh, it's a nightmare sequence. It's a dream. Like it's kind of like no one mentions it. I've never heard anyone say this. It could be like residual memories of the of that future self, essentially, like that he's having.
I want to say that Flash, because of the Speed Force, is interfering with it, so it did happen right then.
Yeah, and so it's like.
But I wonder.
Everyone keeps saying it's a nightmare. I'm like, I'm thinking if Flash is somehow involved, it's got to be like residual memories.
Speed Force.
Exactly.
Because like, I don't know if you noticed this, but when the Flash comes back. Okay, I had to look this up. I saw it in IMAX. The sound was great. But that was so edited and distorted, I could not understand what he said in the theater. I saw on Reddit afterwards what he said, some of the stuff, and one of the things that he said is, well, he's like, "Oh no, I think I showed up too early."
Yeah, that's the one thing that I really I heard like that one. It was like Bruce, like Lois is the key, or he says something else or whatever. It's like, wait, I came back too early. Like, and I thought that was kind of cool because like I like that Flash kind of like. He has no control. It seems like he has no control of like when he can like pop up, kind of.
I think he probably does, but I think he might have screwed up and been like, "Shit, I came here too early."
Oh, maybe
because he might not, because since he wasn't there for it, he didn't exactly know when he should show up, the date, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But regarding, okay, also I think part of it might be the Flash and the Speed Force messing with everything, because why else would Bruce be dreaming about Darkseid and seeing the Omega symbols everywhere? If the Flash didn't come back and like project that onto him somehow, or Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
because in his dreams Bruce sees the parademons, and I believe there's a giant Omega symbol like on the floor.
Yeah, like in like that one like really.
I saw it the night it came out, so I'm trying to recall this.
And it was like
fast here.
I was gonna go somewhere with that, but now I forgot.
Indeed, esteemed
but it was just like, oh, like I love.
This one has a burden that you
like
could ease.
Godot. I'm glad for like her as Wonder Woman. Like Wonder Woman is like one of my favorite characters. I think really because after the TV show, like Justice League, like I was never a fan of her character. Like I was kind of like, okay, whatever, like it's Wonder Woman. But like as that show went on, I'm like, I really like her character, and like for, like again. And for her to be like on the big screen, like I'm not sure about you, but like when she showed up on screen and like saved Batman, the theater cheered. Like my theater cheered.
Yeah, no, mine did too.
And so, like for her to like kind of take on Doomsday was awesome. But like it was funny. I heard like someone say like and to me I love this moment. And from the story I heard of production, it was so cool. Like, do you remember that shot? She gets like knocked down and she kind of loses her sword and shield, and she kind of gives like a smirk or a smile.
Yeah.
Or what? And I'm like, that's a Diana moment. She's like, okay, okay, like sure, like this is like I like the challenge. I'm like, I'll take you on or whatever. I'll get back up. And like I heard some people saying like they don't get that, why she smirked and or whatever.
Because she's a fighter. She grew up like a Spartan almost in a battle culture.
And from what I heard, she improv that, and I think like Snyder said like Snyder asked her after they shot that. He's like, why'd you do that? And she's like, Diana would do that.
That's good. I mean, I liked her as an actor and everything. I kind of wish she was more buff because you think that she would be. No, I think that she should be like bigger and buffer and all that.
A little bit bigger, I would say. I
because
agree.
Even though Superman has his superpowers, he's still bigger and buffier. Yeah. And he doesn't have to be because he's Superman.
No.
He could be a stick and be just as strong. But they used her in Deadpool. I still kind of wish it was Crush, Gina Carano from American Gladiators.
Oh.
She was the assistant, the bad guy.
Almost, yeah.
I think that would have been cool to see her rocking the Wonder Woman outfit because she's been in a couple. Because she knows MMA and all that.
I was actually. Like everyone kind of said Doomsday looked bad in terms of like CG wasn't finished. I thought he looked fine. I didn't like. I was expecting him to evolve a little bit more into more spiky.
Agreed.
Like than
I
what
thought
he
looked
was.
Finished, but I think he should have had more like crystals. Like he really should have that crystal beard going. I loved his design. His design in the comics is good and all that, obviously, but his design in the Justice League cartoon, might be biased, was really good.
Yeah. It was just enough, but then what I thought was a really good thing because again comics and like the TV show don't give a really good visual sense. I like that like he was big in this. Like he if he grabbed Superman or Wonder Woman, like they were kind of like small in his hands.
It was definitely a boss fight.
Yeah, I'm like I kind of like that he's bigger because I don't think he's really portrayed that way. Like I would say in the comics, like okay, Superman. Let's say Superman's like 6 foot. Doomsday would probably be like 8 foot or like 9.
Yeah, he's not. He's not like a monster to them.
No, and so like here he's like this is like 15, maybe 20 feet, like max or something. Like he's big and whatnot.
I would like to maybe see it again before it leaves theaters.
I'm taking my mom tomorrow because like I want to see it again.
I did see Deadpool twice.
I'm still like that's why I said like
how large are the facilities?
You're like I agree. Snyder's such a great visual sense. Like I love how he portrays like a meta-human. Like Superman. Like Superman is not a Superman we've seen. Like he can shoot like a bullet and like the power behind him, Doomsday and like Wonder Woman. But it's like I don't know if it was like the edit, like again like the editing. Or like it's like there's something still off with the
executive board
movie.
gets a
It's like I
discount on
don't know where.
Over 250.
You know, if
we
it's.
have 17 research
I don't want to say
complexes.
I'd
like
like to speak to
everyone kind
Annalise.
of compares
Please.
Snyder to
Yes,
like
what?
Michael Bay. Like
Commander
Snyder's not a
Shepard is
Michael
asking
Bay.
to see you, sir.
It's like
Right, fine, come in.
Agreed.
I don't know.
Okay, I feel bad because I enjoy Snyder's. I think best when he adapts a comic frame for frame, because 300 and Watchmen were very good, and those were almost directly frame for frame, and he's very good at making what's on the screen look like what's in the comic, like what Robert Rodriguez did for Sin City. I think that he should probably be the cinematographer, honestly, and they should get a different director. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I kind of like. I don't want to like. I'm not like the many people who are like pitchforks and knives, but I'm like
because I like Snyder. Clearly, I wouldn't be watching his shit if I didn't.
But it's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe like I'm not to say like I'm like pessimistic towards Justice League, but it's kind of like, well, I'm looking forward to what David Ayer is doing with Suicide Squad, and then I don't know who's directing Wonder Woman, but I'm like, you know, maybe like once we see, you know, someone else, you know, kind of a thing like,
if I don't stand up.
or something, we'll see
no
what someone else
entertain
brings to the
colonial
table, because so
rules.
far he's directed
I'm
2
here as a
movies
specter,
of
not a
Believe me,
this
this greeting
DC,
is a courtesy.
you know,
Business
movie
has come here
universe,
to
and
avoid
you know he's
conducting
doing
Yes, I will
Justice
not
Leagues
allow
1
you
and
to
2,
harass
so
our
it's like
clients.
he has a
This
good
world
chunk
is
of it.
private.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through
I need
security.
more than your word to act on.
So like that's kind of like, yeah,
Bring me
I
whatever
was
he's
saying like I'm not like
smuggling, and I'll act
panicking, but it's just
accordingly.
like a mild concern. Like, you know, I
Yeah,
Snyder,
I mean,
I have
I'll
faith in
pay,
you, but
I'll see it, I'll pay for it, whatever. But like I'm like we were discussing earlier with another movie, I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm waiting for something to see about Doctor Strange, because to me that seems like Marvel could, I don't want to say have a flop, but just may not be.
It might be too out there even for Marvel, even after they did the tree and the raccoon in Guardians. But everyone said that about that too, and look what happened.
Exactly, that's my thing. Like,
I can't
Guardians.
I can't condemn them for that.
Oh no, like Guardians won me over
I
the
appreciate
trailers.
your
When they first said they were making, I'm like, oh god, Marvel,
He's a major investor
you've
in
gone off the
Binary
deep
Helix
end. Like
Corporation.
this, like
It's possible,
all right.
given his interest.
But then the
He arrived a
trailers
few
and
days
everything,
ago,
and like,
accompanied
okay,
by
I want to see this. And when I saw it, I'm like, this
What do you
has
mean?
this has to be like one of my favorite
Followed all
movies
our
out of
regulations. I
all.
had no
Like,
like to see
how many films have they
Regardless, there
done?
was a blizzard in
Like, it has to be one of my within my top 5.
Every minute of my good.
And
The
same
I think
with
the-
Doctor Strange.
with
Like, I need to see a trailer and be like, okay, I'm
Mr.
behind
Annalise
this.
isn't the only one with a past to leave handshake.
Oh, in the chat, Abstract is like, Doomsday's got at least a few feet over Soups easily. Agreed. He just felt so big in that movie because he was able to just grab them and hold them with his giant oven mitt hands.
I kind of want to picture Doomsday with the oven mitt now.
By the way, I am kind of upset that I saw the big trailer for Batman v Superman, because a lot of the really big cool reveal shots were in the trailer. I would have liked to have been shot in the theater, because they showed all those money shots. I thought maybe they still had something really big up their sleeve, and I guess the biggest that we saw was like when Wonder Woman was going through the flash drive, but. Because it's like I knew
money shots.
I 100% knew Aquaman was going to be in there because Khal Drogo, and I knew Wonder Woman was going to cameo, obviously, but I didn't know they were going to show the Flash and Cyborg. Personally,
yeah, like that's why I said like the Flash cameo. I was just like,
you can't bludgeon
wow,
through
oh
bureaucracy.
wow, okay.
So it would
Like,
seem.
that was not what I was expecting.
I need
Like,
an
I didn't think they'd
alternative.
do that.
Talk to
But,
Lloyd Keane. You should be able
I'm
to
still
find him at a hotel bar.
Surprised
Don't say
in a
more.
ballsy
Not
move.
within earshot of Mr.
You did kill
Annalise.
Superman off.
You said I should talk to
I
Lloyd.
thought, like,
Keane spends his
literally,
days in his
literally,
hotel
Snyder
since his
kind of
office
made the
was
death of
closed.
Superman though.
in a way,
Instead
he
of them
did.
punching each other, they just like stabbed each other to death.
Yeah, and it's like, it was kind of ballsy. I'm like,
we have 17 research.
this is
Not at
ballsy
all,
of you,
Spectre.
because
this is my job,
what-
after all.
I feel like people don't like. The thing is, everyone kind of like doesn't like how Snyder, how he
Abstract.
portrays Superman
Or
or Cavill's performance.
uh,
And my thing is,
Brainspawn, what do you have to respond to this? You being a huge nerd. Abcheck in the chat. Doomsday with oven mitts. Does he have a cooking show now?
I watch it.
See,
I would
watch a Doomsday cooking show too.
No. Yeah, this is how he cooks the cookies. He uses his lasers from his eyes and mouth. That's how he cooks it. He's like raw.
Superman lobotomized Doomsday.
I would watch that cooking show. Cooking with Doomsday. That's what it should be called.
Doomsday Bake Cake.
Anywho.
Moving on.
Has the tell me about the job.
Crap.
That.
Oh,
is
I know.
not- of course.
Like, I like Cavill. That was the one before I get into. I loved the
Has the other
scenes with
reconsidered the-
Cavill and
Is there
Amy Adams
anything
with Lois.
else
I wanted
this one
more of
might
those in
buy
that movie.
something
And I was like,
Is there
because like, it was so good and
Reconsider.
heartfelt. I'm like, I want more
This
scenes
one
with them in this movie. And there's, I don't know if there just wasn't time.
I'm sorry, I zoned out for like a split second because I was talking to a Hannah and they are super fucking gross. What were you saying? Cavill and who? Lois Lane?
And yeah, their scenes together were really nice.
I
I'm
was
like,
looking. I'm a dude. I was looking so hard for a nip.
Oh, ditto.
I
In that
know.
tub?
I know it was PG-13, but I mean,
There's
like,
a
there
there's
are.
gotta be.
They show nudity in PG-13 movies sometimes, as long as it's not sexual.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I looked. I mean, Amy Adams is really, really pretty. And when she was on SNL, she was really fucking funny, and she's a good actress. So might have a small crush on Amy Adams.
But
Small crush.
I
Did you Okay, just.
Oh, go ahead.
Continue. Continue first. Sorry.
I was gonna say, but anyway, like I like how Snyder and Cavill make Superman. Because to me, I don't like Superman. Like everyone kind of pictures Superman like the
Presume you are here to
Christopher
present
Reeve
me with
version.
Leopold's
I
package.
don't like that version because to me,
I don't
Superman's
have
not
it yet.
interesting
Well,
when he's on like
good.
that high
I received
horse.
a dozen
When he's
urgent
like, oh,
messages while
like
you
goody
were
two shoe
gone.
Boy Scout. I'm like, I find you boring then. Like I like Superman kind of like how Cavill like. The dude was raised on Earth. He's a normal person. He should act like a normal person, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
or like how he's portrayed in Justice League, like in the TV show. Like I like that like he is a little tempted to kind of like use his power in a way like I am
completely agreed because he does lobotomize Doomsday in the Justice League cartoon.
and he tried at like, you know, not the Justice League.
Yeah, well, yeah, he tries, and then Batman calls him on his shit.
Exactly, and like to me like that's more like that's human of him. Like, and I even loved when like their first meeting, you know, like when Superman stops Batman from chasing down Luthor's people or whatever. And I like when like he says like, you know, like the bat is dead, like consider this mercy, he's about to fly away. I'm like, I like that because that's like Superman like laying down the law, which you don't see too often. But I'm like, if you were a guy with his power and you didn't say like you didn't like Batman for like your obvious reasons, like it's just like you would do that, like, you know, like because you know like nothing's like there's nothing you could throw at me that could hurt me, and I'm like physically a god, like do your best or whatever. Like I like that.
Okay, can I make a few points to you, and then you can discuss them or rebut them as you please?
Go ahead. Ugh.
Batman v Superman still. What's actually really funny to me is that Superman stops Batman from chasing those people, and then he doesn't go investigate or stop those people. He just flies away.
That is a funny point. I didn't
He
consider
would
that.
be very interested in that. He's fucking Superman.
Yeah, I never considered that. Like that is a good point. That he just he kind of let them go. That's really funny.
Zack Snyder admitted this, and I did not realize this. He killed Jimmy Olsen. Did you realize that?
I heard that after fact. I'm like, huh.
Same. They did not draw attention to it in the film. After the film, you know who it was, right?
The guy in the beginning of the film with Lois.
Correct, which shocked me too. I'm like, oh no, Jimmy, you ginger little idiot.
I kind of don't like Jimmy. Like he to me
but
is like
in
okay.
this universe, they could make him cool.
Yeah,
because they did.
I was like
Perry and everyone.
I love Perry. Well, I love Fishburne as Perry. Like I just want to hug him.
I completely agreed.
And call him Morpheus.
Neo, I haven't talked to you about the Matrix.
But yeah, like I was kind of shocked. I'm like, wow, you killed Jimmy Olsen. Like,
yeah,
ballsy move.
I didn't realize that was going down. Until after it happened, obviously. Sorry, I'm checking my Twitter. I'm tweeting. What's the passage? Twitter twatting? Twats?
Twatter.
That's dirty.
Sweet twat.
That's dirty. I shouldn't say that. I should. Twat. I'm gonna keep saying it though. Wow, I streamed all of RE4. I swear I just saw a green herb out of the corner of my eye. I was gonna pick it up to heal.
Yeah, you have RE4 on the brain.
I'm seeing like shadows of my past life. Like the Flash came to visit me. He's like, "Hey Shepard, pick up that green herb."
I have a responsibility.
He came back too early.
Is there anything I can do? Having a Spectre here makes them... I am protecting them. I served in the Marines for a decade, mustered out, and went... Having a Spectre I am protecting
What
them.
did you think
Everyone
of...
wants to be protected.
Yeah.
Eisenberg as
anything, his job
Luthor?
is
Because
tough.
I'm kind of like 50-50
Everyone
on
wants
him.
to be very good, Commander.
He did feel like a kind of pseudo Joker, and I shouldn't. And like, I don't know. Everybody, hold on. One of my friends is texting me. Keep that in mind. And I must respond to this message because it is my. I'm gonna call him King Pug, even though in the chat he's Sponge Man. King Pug is one of my really cool dude friends.
I almost got an overkill. Sorry.
It's for those just tuning in. The Brain Spawn is playing Halo 5, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, Luthor. I don't mean to offend anybody who has like any real life mental disorders or anything, but the way that Jesse Eisenberg played Luthor in Batman v Superman, I feel like he was supposed to have some form of Asperger's, and he was supposed to be like this really eccentric weirdo genius. The way that they depicted him, personally. So I get why he acted the way he acted. Because in this day and age, you don't want to have the Lex Luthor, like, real estate billionaire, like in the 70s.
Uh-huh.
So he would just keep in mind keep in mind he was in The Social Network. He's essentially playing a Mark Zuckerberg billionaire. If you've ever seen Mark Zuckerberg speak at a speech, or like a TED Talk or whatever,
that's basically him.
You can see that, except with a bit of lunacy behind it, right?
Yeah, I've never seen Zuckerberg talk, so
okay, I can imagine that he was trying to emulate his Zuckerberg with a tad of God complex and maybe a bit on the spectrum. Like, I'm not trying to say that to be offensive. Just I seriously mean that. Like, that's maybe how they wrote it or how he just decided to depict that character. I enjoyed it enough. Some of it was over the top. It took me out. I didn't mind so much during pretty much the whole movie, except for the very, very end when Batman decides not to brand him. And, and he starts doing the ding, and he starts doing the ding dong thing. At that point, I'm like, some people didn't take it seriously in the theater, and I almost didn't either. I'm like, up until then, I had been very, very forgiving of it, and I enjoyed it.
Well, because like part of my thing was like some of his stuff he's talking about, like, yeah, that's Luthor, like that's the character. But then I'm like, when he gets a little too wacky, I'm like, I'm trying to like picture like this is like a modern Luthor kind of a thing. But like, some of his lines, I'm like, that's straight up Luthor. That's the character and whatnot. And so I'm like, interesting. But then, like,
wait, this motherfucker Anolius is gonna throw me. Okay, here's what he just said to me. You're not watching the stream. I know you're playing Halo. You can only go to peak 15 to speak with Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the stat asks you to leave, you'll be thrown off world. This motherfucking Solarian, Brain Spawn, he wants to throw me off world if I cause trouble with Benezia.
I'm goddamn Commander Shepard.
I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm the goddamn Spectre.
I'll throw you off this planet.
Could you imagine if like Shepard and Rex got in the Mako and like whipped Anolius into space? Just like in X-Men 2 when Magneto threw Colossus into space.
I can't believe I can't believe you bought that.
Yeah, people fell for that shit so bad. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
But I would have bought his wacky performance because it seems they're
that's a
very
dangerous
strongly
weapon.
hinting at
It shouldn't be
Darkseid.
Of course. That makes
That-
perfect sense. If there was
That
nothing
I'm not
else,
sure
I
if you've
would like
seen
to go
it.
back
There's
to work.
actually a deleted scene that they
I'm
released
I received
Yes.
when
urgent messages
when
from
he's in the Kryptonian ship and he looks like he's talking to someone and it looks like he has a mother box. I think people are saying it's Steppenwolf, and I'm like,
Who is who?
Steppenwolf?
Yeah.
One of Darkseid's underlings.
Is that mother? Is that hairy motherfucker?
No, that's Calabac. Do you
I'm-
remember the animated TV show like Superman at all?
I remember some really jacked up scenes in that for a kid's show, but I don't remember that particular villain, and I feel
Anyway,
like a scrub for not. But what can I say?
Well, like, he was really prominent when they first introduced Darkseid into like Superman the animated series, and yeah, it was Steppenwolf. But he also had like a mother box too, so like, so it looked like
Spectre.
he was
Have
communicating
you
with
brought
like
the
Darkseid
package?
or something, or Apocalypse. And I'm like, you know what? If
Of
that were the
course.
case, I would have
This one
buy his
apology.
loony performance because like he's seen some shit now. Like, and
I didn't
it
see
would
that either because in the actual movie we don't see what he sees when he goes
Exactly.
on the ship.
And so, like, if you saw that, I'm like, okay, I could buy this. And especially when he says, like, like, the bell has been rung, like, he knows. It's like, okay, I'd
Yeah.
buy, like, you understood now, like, he either knows something or he was communicating with, so, like, it explains more of his motive.
The way that
I guess.
the way that they depicted at the end, it seems like he may have been in direct communication with Darkseid for some reason.
Yeah,
Although I
and
can't believe Luthor would be that much of a fucking lunatic to be like, oh yeah, Darkseid, come here, dude.
exactly.
But
And
we
actually-
never know because he thinks he might be. Maybe he thinks he's smart enough to outsmart Darkseid when he gets here. I don't know. He might
That would be
he might
Luthor.
arrogant. That would be Luthor.
But
He's
actually,
smart, but he's arrogant as shit.
that one scene of like Batman and him, that would have when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? You seem opposed to want to do Marvel's thing of post-credit scenes or even do a mid-credit scene, but that would have been a perfect mid or end credit scene. That whole scene of him in jail, like that would have been a perfect mid or end credit scene. Or post-credit scene or whatever. I'm like, that would have been perfect. Why? I'm like, why is it here
I agree.
in between like the funerals and stuff? I'm like, it's so weird. I'm like,
I think
why?
Like I said, Snyder is great visually. I think that we're kind of sloppy with the editing and the like final story in general. The directing itself wasn't that bad. The writing could have been tightened with the editing, like together.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I don't
like
know
I
if
said,
it's a little
I
too
enjoyed it
fan
still.
service too. Like I don't like because
Yeah.
again I lean a little bit more heavy DC side, so I understand a lot more like Easter eggy things that they were doing. I'm like, oh okay.
Oh,
like
okay,
where Marvel.
So I agree. I really liked all the little Easter eggs they put in there. What do you agree with this? I've heard this a lot in recent years. That when you're a kid, you're Marvel, and when you're an adult, you're DC.
I would definitely agree with that because I was like that. I was definitely like Spider-Man, X-Men. Well, part of it we had like those back in the day. We had like the awesome TV shows, and like yeah, we had Batman too, and I love Batman. But as I kind of grew older, and when Justice League came around and all that stuff, I'm like yeah, I still like Marvel and like
No,
there's
of
some
course
stuff
I do, but like I fucking love the shit out of Spider-Man.
Yeah, and as I grew older, I'm like I kind of dug into DC a little bit more. I'm like, oh, okay, like here's this side, and that's why I say like they're two different worlds, and I like that even in the movies, Marvel knows their audience, like which is why I'm curious what they're gonna do with Civil War, because typically, even in the comic, that's something Marvel typically doesn't do, and that kind of drives me insane as I got older. Like I said, like in Ultron, like the Hulk run, like Rampage, no one gives a shit. Like Iron
Okay,
Man
I think that's kind of
I will give you a
okay. I don't want to like just like.
variety of monitoring viruses.
I'm not trying to rip on you or anything, but the way that everyone's complained about Man of Steel was that Superman was depicted with no consequences, but that's what happened at one and what led up to Batman vs Superman. So a lot of those complaints about Man of Steel, I feel, were negated by that. They're like, oh, Superman didn't give a shit, no one gave a shit, blah, blah, blah. And then they set that up for Batman v Superman, correct?
Yeah.
I think a lot of what the Hulk did is going to be
Civil War.
causes their fight in Civil War. Hold on. One of my friends might get out of the Skype conversation, but I don't think she's seen Batman vs Superman.
Okay. I'm trying to think anything with BVS. I mean, I enjoyed it. I would give it. I'm biased, so I would give it at least a solid B, in my opinion, or whatever.
I agree.
But, like, it had its issues,
I
though.
would
Like,
say
definitely.
C+, which is not a bad grade.
No.
When people see 6 or 7 out of 10, people are so used to reviews. They're like, it's either 10 out of 10 or it's 1 out of 10. Anything below 10 out of 10 is bad. I'm like, no, that's above average. 5 is average. It's above average.
Yeah.
I'd see it again. I would pay for it.
Affleck is awesome. Like, we haven't I wasn't one of the people, like, when he got cast, like, pitchforks and knives. I was like, I don't see it. Like, okay.
I don't know. I've liked Affleck since I was around 13 or 14 when I saw him in Mallrats, which was directed by Kevin Smith, and I liked him then. I saw him in Dogma on Comedy Central, and in later years, in what is he in? He's been in The Town, which was great with Jeremy Renner. And he was in Gone Girl, which was great and really, really fucked up. And he is a good actor.
Oh, yeah,
but he's also made some shit movies because he's been in so many things. So some of them were bound to be flops. I could not fault the dude. Like, people were bitching about Daredevil. Literally, you could have put any of the biggest actors in the world
into that
role, and it would have been bad because it was the script, and it was the filming, and it was the directing, and I still kind of enjoy that movie in a weird way.
Yeah, it's like a guilty pleasure.
It's not as good as the current. The director's cut is even better. It's not as good as the current series. Hold on, wait 1 sec. Let me finish this conversation with this.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I've been sitting here at this menu for a long time because I got super into that. I'm sorry, Brain Spawn. Sorry, Abjack. Abjack, you are correct. Luther's a huge dick in my experience. I don't know. A lot of my Luther experience is very, very briefly in the comics, and then a lot of Batman the Animated Series and Justice League the Animated Series. Hey, Root Potato, welcome to the stream. I'm kind of playing Mass Effect, and my best friend is being piped in from Chicago right now. This is the Brain Spawn, and we are talking about a lot of Batman vs Superman spoilers and potentially Force Awakens spoilers. Just FYI, just a warning.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid
awesome
for this.
Clancy Brown.
So would you.
Voicing.
500 credits. Let me know what...
Let's see if... Okay, Brain Spawn, before I proceed with this, you know this Sorry that wants me to spy on the Turian up here?
Was it the Sorry? I know what you're talking about.
Her name is like Milani Callas or something. She's a spy. If I say I'll do it, can I get Paragon by telling the Turian that I'm spying on her? Or does it not give me the option to tell her? Okay, good, Root Potato. I don't want to actually spoil it. By the way, I'm really drunk.
I don't remember now.
I don't know if you ever had Bacardi 151, but it's 151 proof, so it is 75.5% alcohol, and there's Malibu coconut rum in here. So I'm drinking roughly 80% alcohol and pineapple juice, and well, there was ice in here at one point. Now there's not.
There's one ice. There's no.
I'm gonna tell her that I'll do it, and then I'm going to go try to tell him. I made it. Actually, I'm making a save.
I'll think about
it.
Because I'm so drunk, I don't remember if I just made a save. Holy shit. I'm not coherent.
That's a terrifying aspect.
To be fair, even when I'm sober, sometimes I'm like, wait, did I just save the game? I better save again just in case.
Yeah, I save constantly if there's an option to save, I save. Like, I think that's our generation of growing up with video games. Like, you save, damn it.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Let's see, Okay, my friend Red. She is a very cool ginger. I am going to probably in a second here pipe her on Skype. She has not seen Batman v Superman yet, and wait, what? She's seen The Force Awakens. She saw it with me. I don't know how to use Skype very well, so we might pipe her in on Skype. At least Drunk Me remembers that I forgot to save. I don't know if that's how it works, Abjack.
Afternoon.
Whoa.
Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with
Is
a
it
guard.
so unusual?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari...
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
Oh, so Brain Spawn, who is your... This is gonna sound weird. Who's your favorite person to romance in Mass Effect?
In the whole saga or just the original game?
In the entire trilogy, total, overall, everything.
Liara.
Liara?
Yeah.
Okay. Because here's the thing. Yeah.
Before I played 1,
commandos were allowed
it was
Noveria?
Tally.
Oh, wait. You played Mass Effect 2 before you played Mass Effect 1, right?
Yes, because, like, you kind of, like, we played at the same time, so you kind of walked me through, like, the story that I didn't understand or something.
By that I mean
So it was Tally in Mass Effect 2, and I always was with Tally. But then, when I'm like, I think it was, like, not too long before Mass Effect 3 was going to come out, I'm like, you know what, I should replay 1 so, like, I have all the decisions from 1 and 2 to carry over. I played 1, and, like, after, like, really interacting with Liara, because prior to that, the only interaction I had with her was, like, in Shadow Broker DLC. So, playing 1 and, like, that romance, and then how it kind of carried over a little bit into 2, and I had all the DLC for 2 at the point, so, like, the Shadow Broker really, like, sold me on that romance, and I'm like, it's gotta be Liara, like, the whole way through now, pretty much. So, like, yeah, it's Liara, my blueberry.
See, I call her that too. I feel very demented for calling her that, but I call her that. How do I add my friend to a call? Hold on. Let me get on Skype first. I need to wash this and do my laundry. I'll turn my mic off once in a while. Okay, she might be...
I have to check my phone right now anyway. I have messages I've been ignoring.
Yeah, go for it. She's gonna start Skype, and I'm not gonna mess with her, I guess, right now while she's doing stuff. I don't know how to use Skype. I don't like it. I think it's a very bloated piece of software. Root Potato, it does not feel good to get a draft a great deck and then just get hoofed twice. I assume that means you made a deck and then got beaten twice in a row. Root Potato, where do you live? Do you live anywhere in the southeastern United States? Because then we could get together and you could own my deck and you could feel really good about yourself because I suck at Magic.
Mr. Vargas, Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Military. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
Oklahoma? Okay, that is way further than I thought.
Sales. Were you interested in our services?
To be fair, growing up...
coming down the plane.
To be fair, on AOL growing up, I knew a really hot Middle Eastern girl named Sonal from Oklahoma. So that's my fond memories of Oklahoma. Sorry asked me to spy. Oh my god, I'm talking to him, not the Turian. I'm out of it, dude.
Actually, I wanted to warn you. An agent of the Aramali Council.
A cracking device. Now that we know what to look for, our IT people can have a little fun. If you'll excuse me.
Oh, this lady's gonna be pissed at me. I just paragoned her ass. What's up, Callus?
Any results?
Should I? Yeah, I'll tell him.
I told Vargas what you put me up to.
I see.
You were breaking the law. By spying and
You
by
have a
bribing.
unique perspective. I believe I should get off-world now. Good day, Spectre.
Paragon 2? Okay, I need to talk to Laura Quinn, but he won't talk to me. Are you there, the brain? Are you there, brain spawn?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just looking at my phone. I had like 5 billion texts, and I'm like, we got so caught up in conversation. I'm
Look
like,
at you, Mr. Popula. Got 5 billion texts.
Yeah.
Did you see
I
the
was
never
yes,
popular
She
before?
caused quite a stir. It's not
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
Did you see an Asari
Yes,
meet?
she caused quite a stir. Saren and Mike. She claimed to be
Okay, this Turian I need to speak to is not talking to me.
That's fast.
Am I doing something wrong? I'm gonna go upstairs actually and see if I
Wait,
can,
is that that guy like you have to get the door open for?
No, it's not the downstairs Turian, it's the one who's upstairs in the club.
Yeah, like he is he the one like says you need to go to his office?
He didn't. I don't think he told me to go to his office, but I'm going to right now anyway, just to see if I can. He never gave me a key or anything. I'm gonna see if I can go to his office and get some shit for him.
Gave my package to the administrator.
This Turian's pissed at me,
I
dude.
had my own business to take care of. Your package was a means to an end.
Turians have kind of
I
a
don't
temper.
blame you. Opal and I, though, we're going to have a long talk.
This Turian is still, or this Krogan is still talking, and he's like disappeared. Well, so much for those. I don't think she'll she'll come over tomorrow night, hopefully. I don't know if I'm gonna be on stream, but my friend Mickey is supposed to come over tomorrow night.
I'm sorry.
We've discussed it anyway. And if she does, I might stream with her. She's not really a gamer, but I think it'd be kind of hilarious. If you go back and watch my previous streams or go to my YouTube channel... Oh, that's bad. And watch my YouTube channel, you can see Mickey and I... It's actually a short video. It's less than 20 minutes. She and I play Five Nights at Freddy's Part 1. Yeah, not to disparage her or anything. Some people just aren't gamers. They don't do it. Her boyfriend is a huge gamer. And it's really funny because she's always like, I just always hear him yelling about Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. But yeah, we played Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and I made her play it. And the entire time, she is convinced that my goal is to intentionally scare her or set her up for something. If you watch, I'm legitimately trying to help her survive. Because it freaks me the fuck out too. Because Five Nights is creepy as shit. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you want to skip to the last like 3 minutes or so of the 17-minute video, if anyone decides to watch it, seeing her freak out makes my fucking night. And if she comes over tomorrow night, we're going to get drunk, and I'm probably going to make her play Five Nights too. I think I need to go talk to the guy who's down by the gate to let me out, so he could let me talk to that Turian who's upstairs, so he'll let me into his office. This is very much like an RPG, the first one. I don't remember who to talk to go in what order here.
Yeah, like, even with you saying something, it's kind of like I'm trying to remember, but like I wouldn't know unless like I was playing it. I mean, like it would trigger because of memory and everything.
They just sit around sipping expensive water.
Mass Effect 1 is like very... You're right, that is a good way to say it. It's very RPG.
You looking for her? Got a team of 12 under me. Keep it
not RPG,
I do love it. This is probably, actually, this is my... Sorry, hold on, let me talk to that guy. This is about my 6th time beating it, Brain Spawn.
Oh, good God. I think I may be close to you.
I've beaten it about, I want to say I've beaten it 3 times on my own till I hit level 60. And then I bought the DLC, so I did that and got some achievements.
I've replayed...
And then I beat it a 4th time with an X. I beat it the 5th time with Lady Blooper. And then this should be my 6th playthrough of it, actually. All in all, I've put between... It's a...
Access to the
hold on one sec.
Yes, that's genuine.
It's a little hard to remember. Sometimes, because 1, I'm tipsy, and 2, I've played it so much. I've put between 300 and 380 hours into Mass Effect. Not just not just one, but I mean the trilogy. Like because
because
it's like a 30 to 40 hour playthrough when you start to do everything, depending on how long you linger.
Yeah, I think I think I used to remember the times. Like the first game, if you don't do the side quests, it's not very long.
Yeah, if you don't go and explore all the planets, because like the side quests are like, oh, we'll collect all the Solarian ID tags, right? And stuff
Even
like that.
those I don't do.
I did those once, and that's how I got the achievement to like you know how you need to get the achievement like beat the majority of the game with the Krogan and the
like whoever
the Turian, the Asari, etc.
Yeah.
You can only get 2 of those per playthrough. Because once you get majority, you can't get majority with another one.
Yeah, because you're too far in.
Yeah, unless you... no, you actually have to play through it all again. I think I screwed this up. I can't get into this guy's office, Brainspawn. I feel...
Afternoon. Yes, she caused quite a stir. If you wish.
Yeah, I can't get up into his office. There's a guard there that's saying that I can't go up. And he won't talk to me any further. I can't open any more conversation trees. Oh, but the guy who's down by the car, who's by the Mako, he'll let me through. So I could skip this part. But I want to do it because I want to complete more quests.
Yeah, I don't remember. But like Mass Effect 2 is definitely like somewhere in like the 40s of like with all the DLC. Actually, maybe longer with all the DLC. I don't remember now.
Even with the DLC, no, you're right. It's about 40. My first playthrough of MA2 was probably 35 or 36, and as I got more efficient, it got shorter. But when they added the DLC, it pumped up to about 40.
And Mass Effect 3 is like the longest of them all.
Definitely.
It's like that's definitely like 50, if not 60 hours.
I don't know. Just considering how much of my life I put into these games, I'm gonna count the trilogy as one thing. It's probably my top 10 favorite games.
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite franchises, and I came in late, really.
Dark Homer, aka Spooky Walrus. I don't know if he would put this in this. Like in my top 10 is probably Super Mario World.
How can I help you?
Because I played it so much.
Mr. Eno. Keen spends his days at the hotel.
Super Mario World's a good game.
Not at all.
Yeah, but I mean,
This is
like,
my job,
I literally played that for years and years and years on my Super Nintendo growing up, and that would not be on Spooky Walrus's top 10. And that surprises me. I figured that he also played the shit out of that.
Please do not weary me with more talk. Noveria does not run itself.
Is there
I really
cut off contact. Good.
Wanna after that like 20-year anniversary for Pokemon, I really want to play like the original like red, blue, or yellow or whatever.
I have an R4, which is a flash card for my Nintendo DS, so I can put retro game ROMs on it. At work, it's been a little slow, so sometimes someone will come in for an hour. So when that happens, I have kind of been playing Pokemon Blue at work.
Like, and like I'm actually really tempted to even just get a used 3DS.
Oh, remember that day that I showed you? They were like $30,
Yeah.
dude. You should have gotten one. Or 20 or 30. I'm gonna go upstairs one more time and talk to Lorik and try to enter his office. Not his butt, but his office. And if he and if he doesn't let me in, then I'll continue with the mission, I guess. Because I'm clearly having some issues here.
Adventure Time.
Oh, wait, so Liara. That's the thing. I'm really conflicted because I like Liara in the first game, and I want my shepherd to be able to bone someone.
Afternoon.
But
did you see
I really like my little nerdy girl Tali.
Like that's why I said it's like it's really hard. But like Tali, like she's so like God.
I will continue to enjoy the bar.
Not that Liara's not complex, not complex and interesting, but I do enjoy that Tali's. You have to like fall in love with her and convince her not to hate the Geth, because literally that's what she's grown up and been indoctrinated to do, to hate the Geth.
Elder brother? It's me. I'm up.
Every time.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate account.
Brain spawn. It looks like I actually cannot get up to this dude's office right now.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I screwed it up. I must have screwed up a conversation tree. And I'm too drunk to realize what aspect of it. I bet if I could hack one of these terminals, I could do it, but Rex, me, or Liara doesn't have a high enough description skill to hack the terminals. I've exhausted all conversation trees with that Turian downstairs, so I'm just gonna continue on with the main quest, I guess. I don't really have much of a choice, which sucks because I like completing like all these little side quests.
Yeah. I think that was like the last time I played Mass Effect was I did a completionist like thing. I did everything in Mass Effect 1, everything in Mass Effect 2.
So
and then when I got to
okay, when you say everything, did you also do all like the
Side
collect
quests.
all the Turian or sorry, I'm drunk. It's hard. There's a lot of liquor in this cup. There is a lot of liquor in this cup. When you say did all the side quests, do you mean did you collect all the Solarian ID tags?
No, not. Oh, did I? I think I did.
I'm pretty sure that means you have to fly to the 12 planets, get on the Mako, explore, and go to the anomalies.
Oh, you know what? No, I didn't because no, I did do that.
And
But
then,
like,
there's also like 10 Asari ones that you have to do. You have to go to all those little things and do it.
No, I didn't do like that, but like any like side like normal like what I would call reasonable side quest. Nothing like
reasonable side quest being things I'm not too lazy to do.
Exactly.
And
technically, Mass Effect 1, all you really do is like drive to like the same, like more or less same planet because you do the exact same thing. You just like drive this like tiny little base.
Agreed.
So it's like, but yeah, then even like Mass Effect 2, like the side quests aren't really like nothing really happens in side quests in Mass Effect 2. So it's like, you know, I did those too and whatever.
Because when I got the completed the majority of the game with like a certain Turian and Krogan or whatever on my 360, it was not intentional. I was just like, let me explore every planet I can, and I accidentally found all the Solarian things. Wait, why would I not want to get in the Mako?
Not now, Shepard.
Yeah, I accidentally got the majority one with Garrus, and I was like, how did I get this? Or whatever. It was like really weird. Like, and I rotate my character, so the fact I got it with Garrus was like surprising. Like, I guess I bring you with me a lot.
You bring him too much.
I guess.
Clearly, dude.
I mean, he's my bro. I mean, you know, can't leave him hanging out on the Normandy.
So
if you leave him on the north, like he'll just go crazy with those calibrations. I mean, seriously, he needs a life.
Okay, can we average this out? This is my 6th playthrough of Mass Effect 1. Let's say it's 20 to 40 hours each, right?
Uh-huh.
So let's put that at 30. So 5 times 3 is what? 15? I've put roughly 150 hours into Mass Effect 1 alone.
Oh God.
I just ran into. I just did something I've literally never done before.
Yeah.
The Asari bitch.
I don't believe.
Oh, sorry, give me one sec.
Sama's containers were packed with these things. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Okay, one of the main reasons I'm upset I can't go upstairs, I can't kill that security officer who was mean to me. Anyway, I'm about to head on. I just left the main part of Noveria. And I'm about to like get in the Mako and go in the snow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And go to like peak 15. My Mako is all the way in the distance, but in this big hangar, Geth appeared. Do you recall that?
I think so.
Right next to me, it let me unlock a Mako so I could use that in the fight against the Geth before I get to my actual Mako. I've literally never done that. It's a stationary Mako because it's surrounded by crates and shit.
I didn't know that either.
I've never done that in my entire playthrough. I can't believe I'm still discovering new stuff in this game.
There were spacesuits?
There were spacesuits? That was our first playthrough, though. Like, we...
Yeah,
for the stream, would you like to explain what we're talking about?
Oh, God. God, how old were we? I don't even remember.
Just let us sum up. The
playing...
GameCube came out in 2001, so we were 14 plus.
We were playing Time Splitters 2, and I don't even remember, like, playing... Like, I don't even know anything regarding that campaign, but we were playing the campaign, and then I think we were, like, the last mission or something, or somewhere along those lines, and you had to go outside, like, I guess, defend the spaceship and shoot down stuff. Well,
yeah.
You know, we were young and apparently dumb.
Apparently very dumb.
We kept going outside, and we had to, like, we each gotta keep taking turns because you're going on. You're going into outer space, so like you're going outside in outer space to shoot a gun turret, and you're dying because no oxygen and all, and so like we're taking turns. We're like, oh man, this is really hard, and then like I think we died several times or whatever, and so far, and we finally get it. We're all excited, and we're like, we looked over to like our left or right, and there were spacesuits the whole time. We just did it like some, like,
we didn't
dumb.
Like we missed them. Like, they were just sitting on the wall. It was GameCube graphics, so you can't and split screen. So you can't blame us.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell. We're like, oh, like there are spacesuits, and it's become a long running joke of like.
If we screw up in a game and we don't understand something, it's like there were spacesuits. I'm gonna try to add my friend to this call. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know how Skype works.
I don't know how to add her to a call. Let me be right back. I am full of a giant cup of booze. I need to pee so bad.
Usually what happens.
So I will be right back, and then we will try to find out how to add red. Hello?
Yo.
Let me kill my blooper reel. And let me bring the game back up. But I'm trying to add I'm in a call. There should be a call setting option up top. She possibly just said the vaguest thing ever.
What, the Asari?
No. My friend. It's really funny, but she's like, it'll add person, it's conversation, then add people. Okay. Conversation, add people. It does not give me that option. I don't know how to add people to this call. I wonder, are you talking to me on are you talking to me on Skype via the Xbox Brainstorm?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's it.
What, that's preventing it, or?
Yeah, I wonder if that's the reason behind it.
It seems like it acts like normal Skype because, like, I imagine that, like, because again, like how I called or for a voice call kind of a thing. But I really don't know. This is like the first time I've actually used it.
I'm going to send her a picture of it so she can troubleshoot it. She uses Skype far more than me. I don't understand how to use Skype. I don't like it. I think it's a bloated software mess.
I don't use it. I mean, I can't comment.
Oh my god, you started the call. Hold on, let me can I end the call and then call you right back?
You can, since I think like I added you into my contacts, so it should be.
Okay, I'm gonna end the call and I'm gonna call you right back.
All right. Hello?
Hello!
Alright, that was weird.
Cheeto Mailbox, thank you for following me, dude. Well, I feel terrible because I can't add her.
Yeah, I have no again, I have no idea how Skype works. It's just like I only use it when I like just for like family calls or whatever because like it's the only option we have because they have Apple and so it's like FaceTime or whatever. And it's like, dear God.
That's how I feel too.
And honestly, I don't know. Like, I can't comment, but like, I don't know how like Google's Hangouts are for stuff like this, like for video calls
It's
and
probably
everything.
significantly easier.
I would imagine because like I use that as my messaging service essentially, for text and everything. It's like, I mean, it's good or what it does gets the job done, but like, basically if we want to talk to anyone. I'm sorry?
I'm talking to the dude in the chat.
Oh.
Cheeto.
It's just like, it's so hard to communicate with someone when they use a particular ecosystem.
Agreed. Completely agreed, dude.
Or closed off ecosystem, I should say.
Oh. What's up, Geth? Yeah, they're disintegrated. Whoa.
We are Geth.
We are Geth.
Legion.
Spoilers. I'm JK. Dude from the store. Okay. That makes sense. I was like, who is this? Who's adding me? Sorry, Brain Spawn. I'm trying to get my friend Kristen to join up. Actually, let me,
It's alright.
I actually do not... I'm very fucking drunk right now. So I don't even remember how to exit the Mako.
I'm trapped. Shepard's just trapped in the Mako.
To be fair, I'm playing on PC controls, and
the
the prior 5 times I beat this around 360, this doesn't have 360 built in. Thank you. My girlfriend and I have backgrounds in graphic design and video production, so we like to try to do what we can to make it look at least somewhat professional. Let's see. This guy's armature's gonna fuck my shit up in just like a second here. I can manage to do this just fine. Literally, and you ended your previous call. Yes, Kristen. Call. I'm gonna tell her to call me, okay? And then we're gonna try to send you an invite, okay? Brain Spawn?
Alright, I'll be here.
I'm gonna end our call though, okay, dude?
Okay.
And then Kristen should call us. Hey, what's up?
All right, Bloops.
All right,
Let's
Bloops. My friend is the brain spawn.
Okay. Search the brain spawn.
Yeah.
Searches the Skypes.
See, the problem is he's not under my contacts.
Oh, well then, yeah.
But I don't know how to fucking add him on Skype. Because he added me, but there's nothing that says, oh, would you like to add this dude back?
Okay, well, are you sure that's his username? How does he spell it?
The brain spawn, all individual words. Wait, I got this. I fixed everything.
Oh, good job. You did it.
I'm like Jesus too.
Okay, I would not say Jesus. Maybe like Moses. Maybe like.
I'm finding like Moses too.
Well, he needs to answer first. Oh, good.
Ah, we're all here now.
Oh, hello, brain spawn.
Huzzah.
This is what would you like to be called? Do you care?
I don't care.
This is Kristen. This is my best ginger friend.
I feel like I'm one of your only ginger friends. Let's be real.
This is my only ginger friend.
We're like pandas.
That's a real ginger.
Let the record state.
Let the record state. And this is my biffle from back in Chicago. You and I have been friends since 6th or 7th grade, Brain Spawn, for Smash Brothers?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how it really... It was either...
It was because of Smash and Dexter's Lab, I'm gonna say. Dexter's Lab.
I thought it was The Simpsons. Like, that was part of it, too.
I don't think
there are so many contributing factors.
I don't think it should be your friend anymore, because you don't know.
There were so many contributing factors. It was Smash Brothers, Pokemon.
Yeah. It was all the
Simpsons. Yeah, it was all there. It was like, hey, you like this. I like this.
I gotta save before I drop off a cliff.
So I'm reading up on this, like, on June 4th, there's this expat group that's doing a big old Memorial Day weekend trip to, where is it called?
North Korea.
No, Soraksan. And there's like hiking, mountain hiking, and going to the beach and surfing, and there's a hotel and spa. How much does it cost?
Oh, Abject, that's exactly how I feel in Halo BT dubs. You have to pay for it? Shit.
Yes, you have to pay.
I like going to events where they're like, oh, here's some free food and drink. Open bar.
Well, I mean, I'm also paying for the hotel room and the transportation there. And, the ability to go on the fucking hike.
Oh, hike? So they're gonna make you pay to work? And, like, do physical activity?
I can also decline to go on the hike, and I can also just, go to the beach.
Oh, thank
God.
God.
Or go to the spa.
Thank God.
Although, no, the first day is hiking. I wouldn't mind going on a hike because I've always wanted to. One of the options is, hey, instead of doing the giant-ass hike, you can take this cable car and then hike for 20 minutes up to the very top of this rock face.
I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of fucking hilarious.
I know if I ever went on a hike, I just know I'd die somehow. Like, I would be like the one person that, like, died.
Check your Sponge Man, check your snap. I swear, SpongeBob, if you're sending me dick pics...
No, man, I am not looking for it. Like, I was thinking, like, the cable car one wouldn't be too bad, but what if the cable car broke while I was in it, and it plummeted, and I just, like, I was imagining that, and I was like, how would I get around that? Other than just dying. I don't foresee myself climbing up the side of a falling cable car.
I just imagine
that would be the worst way to die,
crap.
Kristen.
Why are you, like, making it worse? You're the worst.
Okay, I just looked at your Snapchat, Kristen, and it looks like you're fully dressed in bed.
I wear pajamas.
I'm very drunk.
Technically, the shirt I'm wearing is, like, a legitimate shirt, but it's really comfy, so I sometimes wear it as pajamas.
Have you ever had a Caribou Lou?
No, but I saw one Bacardi 151, and I've had shit with Bacardi 151 in it. And I knew immediately, oh, it's gonna be fucked.
I'm having so much fun right now.
Your like words are great.
He's not even typing. He's just making clicking sounds with like just incoherent.
Slapping his hand. He's just slapping his face.
You watch the stream. It's not even me playing Mass Effect really well. I'm just literally just hitting keys.
This is why you can't get out of the Mako.
I want to give something like a puzzle platformer or something to watch him just fail.
A puzzle.
Oh, Portal 2. That would be fun.
Just get Oh no!
Portal 2
from 0 to 100 very quickly.
Portal 2 is not that like.
Jack, please.
It's not that like super challenging, but I feel like
no. Well, like
my friend M and I were supposed to play M from stream Shimehei. We're supposed to play Portal 2 tonight, but I think she's too tired, and Lady Blooper went out of town. So I'm just like, let me just fucking get drunk and play Mass Effect.
Well, bro, I have Portal 2.
You got a YouTube channel? Ooh, cool. Thank you. Actually, let me add that before I forget.
Oh, no, I can't actually start playing games. I have to be an adult. I already cleaned up. Like, I already washed some of my dishes, so that was me being an adult for the morning.
That was you adulting?
That was me adulting. Continued adulting would be doing all of my laundry because I have a ridiculous amount of clothes.
Yeah, I feel like I own way too many clothes for being a dude.
You might.
I know I do. But do I wear them all? No.
Same.
It's just like, I have them for like that occasion. I'm like, I have this really nice shirt. It may come in handy one day.
One day, maybe. I haven't used, it hasn't really, it's only just now reaching 50 degrees over here, so I haven't been able to wear like half of my wardrobe, which is short sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheeto Mailbox. I did drop your YouTube channel into a tab, so I will subscribe to it once I am actually out of game. Cheeto Mailbox down in the chat. I don't think Kristen or Brainspawn are watching right now, but he's the one who sold me this lovely booze earlier that jacked me up. So good. GG. Whoa. Although I may get off stream soon, a couple of my friends are headed over. Chris and Connor are headed over. CNC. We might all stream something together. Oh, Christ! Christ!
Did you finally get out of the Mako?
There's a Geth Juggernaut in my face, and I don't remember how to bring up my... I gotta check my controls. Oh, my face is numb.
That's not good. You might just be having an allergic reaction.
Maybe I'm just having like a stroke.
The Geth are trying to assume control.
Spacebar. What the fuck is wrong with my life? A lot of things, but Spacebar shouldn't be one of them. Spacebar shouldn't be one of them. Alright. I am gonna die.
Oh no. Oh, the trip itself is only like $185.
Oh, that's super reasonable.
Or 175 if you pay before the 25th.
See, I'm thinking
yeah, it's not that bad.
See, I'm thinking of spending my very similarly equivalent money to go see Weird Al. Because he's going to be playing at the amphitheater. And I think if I saw Weird Al, I'd probably jizz everywhere.
Bring a change of clothes.
That might be something
just to be safe.
Thanks, dude. Yeah. We genuinely try. And your place of business is like literally half a mile away from my house, so I'm always in there buying taboozes.
Ooh, a temple stay and apple pie. I don't know why they are offering apple pie at the end of this.
I mean, I take it. Maybe they think it's American, so they're trying to appease you.
You would be staying at a legit temple, so...
They're like, ah, yes, fat Americans love apple pie and burgers. And they're like, oh, you do After Effects and all that? I don't do it well, but I made our channel sync with After Effects, and I tried to make that not shitty.
Ooh. Learn for a short time. Learn about Korean
Nice,
culture
dude.
and the lifestyle of Buddhist monks.
What kind of life are you living over there, Kristen?
Well,
Because it sounds way more enriching than what I'm doing over here with my delicious, delicious Bacardi.
well, let's see. Oh, did I tell you about like the food I made? Like for my coworkers 2 days ago?
No, you did not. I did not hear anything about this food.
So I had my awesome adult dinner party where like I made dinner and my coworkers showed up and they brought wine and then we made cocktails afterwards and it was awesome. I felt like an adult.
I heard the wine thing.
But I took some, sorry, this is like the most boring food conversation.
Hold on, Brainspawn, put her on mute for like 2 seconds while you and I talk about stuff. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, what did you make? Because I knew about the wine part and I briefly knew about the cocktail part, but
What I did was I cut up like 4 chicken breasts and I put it inside of the pan. And I basically made like a sort of thin sauce made with like tomato, basil, oregano, garlic, all that good stuff.
Whoa.
And onions.
I heard garlic and something. I'm already interested.
Brainspawn's like, yes.
Garlic, basil, and oregano, and some tomatoes and onions, and just stir that up and make like a thin sauce. And then I made butter parmesan pasta, and I served
that
the
sounds
chicken
so
and stuff
good.
over it.
I mean, I miss carbs, but that sounds so good.
Sounds fantastic right now.
By the way, when you're expecting reactions, Kristen, this is gonna sound really fucking weird, but me, Brainspawn, and my best friend Al are all essentially the same person split 3 ways. Like I'm not even kidding. It's really...
that I've never heard. Like that is a pretty good analogy.
That is completely correct, dude.
So then, what version? So like, wait. So you're one person split different ways?
No, we're all pretty much the same person. There's like 3 of us.
Oh god.
If you got us in a room, we'll all be mirroring
That's
each
not the
other
reaction
once.
I was expecting.
I'm fighting the Arachnite now, and I never realized how stupid they looked until now.
Well, I'm like, oh man, how many dumb Pokemon jokes am I gonna hear?
A lot.
All I got is shelter. That's all I got.
She does a very weirdly erotic Shelter impression.
Wait, erotic?
Oh, never mind. Keep doing it, I mean. Let's see, Rude Potato in the chat. So something kind of cool I did today was I started work on a werewolf deck for my brother's birthday next month. He's been talking about it forever with soy. I think it's about time I made it for him. Rude Potato, if you could explain to me what soy means, S-O-I, not S-O-Y. I assume I'm pronouncing that right. And if you could explain to me what Magic the Gathering is, that would be great. I'm just kidding. I know that latter part.
Oh, but yeah, now I'm in the Eternity Club. That's what I woke up to.
The Eternity Club?
Eternity Club.
What is that?
That's the club you get invited to when you make it to the top of r/all.
I'm gonna die because I can't figure out how to open my health.
I was not ready for that kind of post to blow up. So I post.
Wait. So is that a real title? Who did you get that from? Where is that?
Wait, what?
Where did you see the Eternity Club? Did I say that to you, or is that legitimately on Reddit?
I got in my messages, you have been an approved submitter and you've been inducted to approved submitter into r/the Eternity Club.
Because I've gotten front page of Reddit before. Like when you're browsing all and you're on your front page. Because when I was working at the library at our mutual college, the one that we both attended, I never logged into my personal account. And when I went to RL, I was on the front page several times.
You've probably been invited and you just
I think the thing is, I assumed that I got the front page before this feature was introduced.
Probably. I checked out the site. It's kind of cute. They have different themes every week or so. I'm so mad. Last week, it was draw a picture based off of whoever's username it is.
Yeah.
That would have been great. But I guess, to explain to Brainspawn, yesterday I was helping a friend move, and while we were moving, I happened to pass by a street vendor, and they had a hat that literally said banana cunt, and it was an illustration of a banana No, it was literally an
Brain-
illustration of banana
Brain
with a
spawn.
cunt.
I'm gonna send this to you right now on Facebook.
That was not the kind of hat I was picturing of any kind. I heard hat, I'm like, okay, we're going somewhere with this, and like that was not what I was expecting.
Kristen,
I wasn't expecting
Are you
it.
are you okay if I show this on the stream?
Yeah, sure.
Your picture. Okay, give me
Yeah.
How
dare you?
You banana cunt. Like you can't even think of like a word. Okay, for the record, Kristen is in Korea right now, and she saw this hat, which just simply says "banana cunt." It's a fucking work of art.
That's so funny.
And that's the banana with its little banana cunt. And I think it's cute. No,
In a
it's
weird
drawn.
way.
So whenever I sent it to one of my friends, and he immediately said like, "You need to post this onto Reddit."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." You post it onto r/whatthefuck. I mean, like, okay, fine, whatever. And then, so it fucking blew up. It blew up. Like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting like, 20 likes maybe.
You got like by the end of it, you had over 3,500 upvotes. I want to say.
Yeah. And then it got removed from r/whatthefuck for not being what the fuck enough. And I'm like, fair enough. I'm kind of glad it's over.
Oh shit, Cheeto! You bugged in a wall and save. Were you far in the game, Cheeto? Because if not, you could potentially just restart. I've put almost 400 hours into Mass Effect, so I very clearly like this series. Also, I very clearly want to look back on my deathbed and be like, wow, I wasted a lot of my life.
Revive me with Mass Effects.
Right. No, Kristen, holy shit. I'm glad you got so many upvotes on that. Because, oh man, that's actually concerning. If you do that pretty consistently, you can catch up to me, which I do not want.
I do not want to be popular on Reddit, because then people are going to look through my history, and then they're going to be like, this bitch gets into a lot of arguments.
She posts a lot of pro-Nazi propaganda.
Yeah,
but
I just can't help it. These Jews, man.
But she's hot, so I forgive her. Which is essentially how people felt about Hitler.
Well,
no, I'm not even kidding.
Up,
people thought he was attractive and charismatic. I'm not.
I could see the charismatic
kidding.
part, but I remember whenever I looked up to check whether Hitler had a badonkadonk or not, he seemed to have a really flat ass, so I'd have to pass. I'd have to swipe left. However, as you have pointed out to me, Bloops,
yeah,
young Stalin is hot as fuck.
Young Stalin is hot as shit. He's clearly an
it's
asshole.
Unfair. It's clearly unfair.
What he killed like 9 million people or something like that, but he's a hot dude.
Well, he wasn't killing 9 billion people when he was that hot.
I don't want to. I guess I don't want.
It wasn't until he got the stash.
I don't want to perpetuate the myth that It's not even. I don't want to perpetuate the idea that I think, dictators are hot on my stream. So I'm gonna stop saying Stalin is hot right now.
Well, we can always just find was Mussolini hot? Well, let's find out.
No, because I accidentally looked him up and he was not.
Accidentally.
Cannot be
Accidentally.
Sorry, F-Jack. When you close your eyes, you're just gonna see the imprint of the banana cunt on your eyelids. Cheeto mailbox. You get a PSX simulator. I was doing Final Fantasy Tactics. I enjoy some of the older Final Fantasies on the NES and Super Nintendo because I'm old as shit. But what I want to do is I want to stream. You were talking about speedruns earlier at the store. I'm not going to speedrun it because, like I said, I'm not good at speedrunning. I get very fucking stressed. But I do eventually want to play Chrono Trigger on this. I've been recording Mario RPG because eventually I do intend on putting those on my YouTube channel, but I will not stream it in case I get lost. If there was Twitter in the 1940s, Cheeto mailbox. Stalin is hot. Hashtag donk donk. Hey, Brainspawn, the VI core is inoperational on Noveria. Should I just use the Omnigel or do the manual reactivation?
The core?
It's 100 Omnigel. Should I just
use the Omnigel?
Fuck it. Okay.
It's not worth the effort.
Yeah.
That was a hard puzzle too. Like.
I agree. That's what I was asking. Like, do I want to bother with that shit on the stream?
I think I had to look it up. Like God, like I had to look it up because I didn't know. And you're like, I don't know. I used Omnigel because I already played. I'm like, I hate you.
I want to flirt with this fucking Cortana knockoff, the mirror system. Oh, my friends are coming over, CNC, So I wanted to wonder if either of you two wanted to touch on the Force Awakens, because I know, Kristen, you went to see that with me, so you were there for that. The Brain Spawn, you enjoyed it, and it just came out on Blu-ray and DVD, so...
I've been watching it.
Oh, you're saying he came out on Blu-ray?
Can I...
Okay, go on.
How do I end this call? The joke is REY.
Hey, what's the shape of Italy?
Okay, Kristen might not be aware of that. Our joke, Kristen, we used to play Halo 2 a lot. Back in 2004 when it came out. 5. We were really, really good at Halo 2. We used to... People would join our game and complain to us, and they'd be like, "Oh, you guys fucking suck. Play us again, motherfuckers. Blah 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 blah. You scrubs. Blah blah." Eventually, we'd be like, "Hey kid, what's the shape of Italy?" And they'd be like, "A boot," and we'd be like, "Exactly," and we'd boot them from the fucking party.
Well, here's the thing. As soon as you said what's the shape of Italy, I realized, like, a boot. Oh, okay. They're referencing Italy people. Got it.
Keep in mind, this was 12 years ago.
Oh god, how old was I?
Because,
okay.
Because Brainspawn and I are the same age. We're old.
You old fuckers.
Thanks for rubbing in.
Oh my god.
I'll walk away my sorrows now.
You're like, you close your eyes and when you wake up, you're gonna be offered an AARP card.
It's like right in front of my face when I wake up tomorrow. I'm like, what the hell?
What is the AARP fairy visits you in the night, and it's like the Tooth Fairy, but it just deposits AARP cards underneath your pillow. As well as your early bird special card.
Like I turn around, I get up to throw it in the trash. I look at, and like another one just magically pops underneath the pillow. It's like why?
They use
Stop
the
doing
same
this.
technology as Hogwarts with the fucking birds.
That'd be
the owls. Awesome. I like that you don't specify what type of birds in Hogwarts. Like it's like a vague, generic bird. It's so very specific.
Of all the
owls.
things to rag me on, that is what you chose.
Cheeto candies.
The fucking owls.
Oh, those fucking owls.
I didn't trust my
post on
mouth to
Sundays.
properly form the word owl midway through that sentence, so it just went for birds because it was technically still right.
Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of racking up here.
Yeah, I basically
eat my space dick.
I got Star Wars when it came out on digital first, and I've been like watching it like ever since.
I got my
once a day.
I got my Samsung Gear virtual reality thing, which powered by Oculus, which is really fun. And when I watch a movie on it, it puts me in a movie theater. It's like I'm watching a real movie theater size screen. So I watched Star Wars on that, and it was like I was sitting at the fucking theater again because I put it through my Bluetooth surround sound. Because I'm
That's kind of cool though.
Because I'm such a huge fucking dweeb. But best part of Oculus, 3D porn.
Yeah, I figured.
Well, like
you would like it.
Isn't like porn like the standard of how technology like evolves or gets adopted essentially?
It was past tense, and that's why we thought. That's why you and I bet on HDDVD, and we thought that would win the format wars.
God damn it, porn!
But
you betrayed me.
Right? That's what I say in shame after every time I jerk off. I'm like, oh, porn, you betrayed me again.
I might have to use that one.
Hey, Lamau. Lamau.
I still have that time where I wrote butt stuff on like the subway mirror window. Good job, me.
Good job, past me. Butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
Butts.
Ah, my favorite stuff. What's up, Leora and Rex? You guys want to, do an alien threesome later? Have a human sandwich? Shepherd? No, that's cool. I'll move on. That's the thing. Krogan have redundant systems, correct? So they always say quad, so they have 4 balls. And they have like 2 hearts. etc.
Yeah,
So
I think it's 2 hearts.
for their oh Christ! So for their kidneys, they have 4 kidneys. They have literally double. So they have redundant. Do Krogans have 2 dicks? Okay, you're not helpful for me. Give me 1 sec here.
I don't know.
Okay, Google. Do Krogans have 2 dicks?
If Google has the answer to this, I will be ever so shocked.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Okay, of course it's on Reddit, on our Mass Effect. By the way, Kristen, do you remember that AMA with the guy with 2 dicks?
Yes. How could you not?
I just wasn't sure how long you've been on Reddit. I don't remember how long ago that was. I feel like
browse.
I feel like that was forever ago.
I lurked and I never really made an account until like last year.
I post a lot on Guys Gone Wild. Don't
really?
Don't look at my history.
Looks at your history.
Obviously, that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, I love it at some point during that. Master Unity. Yes, clearly I want that. What is going on in the chat? Technology is basically decided by a split of gaming and porn. Completely agree, Afjack.
It is actually, yes, that is exactly.
Cheeto mailbox, mostly porn. Mostly porn. That's what determined Betamax. That's what determined DVD.
And now Blu-ray.
No, because remember, porn shows HD DVD. That's why you and I bet on it. But then, but Blu-ray.
Oh, because of Sony.
Yeah, Sony, those fuckers.
Goddamn Sony.
Every PS3 counted as a Blu-ray player sold, so it boosted their it padded their stats, like mad. Charm. What are you chortling at over there?
Chortling. Hold on, I'll send you the link.
Now I don't even care about physical media. Now if it's not like if I just get digital everything now. It's amazing how. Like I would say convenience and just pure laziness have taken over.
I think the only physical media of some sort I buy physical books. I have a Kindle. I had a Kindle that's now my father's. I also had a Nook that I have no idea what happened to it. I think my sister took it and pawned it. So I buy physical books though. I prefer doing physical books.
I've gotten
a lot of people say
books.
that, but I love my Kindle. I have over 200 books on it. I would if I could. Although
you can do that, aren't you ordained? Aren't you technically ordained?
I am an ordained minister. It's not technical. I am an ordained minister. I can marry you. I will baptize your ass.
Can you marry yourself?
No, I cannot.
No, not you yourself, but
no. I know what you mean. I cannot perform the ceremony for myself. I'm pretty sure. I'm
have
sure.
tried.
I can try.
And then just go to the courts hey, is this...
That's for the courts to decide.
Oh, yes. I want to see that Ace Attorney game.
Objection! The greatest advantage of physical books is the new book smell. Agreed, Afjack. Although, I'm still do I care if it's a physical book or a digital book? Because to me, the ideas conveyed within the book are still trump whatever medium it comes in.
I don't know. I feel like there's more to the process of reading a book than just literally the text itself. It's holding the weight of the book. It's being able to physically turn the pages, smell the book, look at the pretty shit on the book.
I don't want to smell no book.
I've read so many books on my Kindle where I wouldn't if it was a physical book and I had to lay in bed with the light on and shit.
Well, that's your own fault for being lazy. What can I say?
Yep, totally. Agreed.
But I know I want to I want to get the Harry Potter books.
Oh Christ! Are you kidding?
No. Kindle.
When's the last time I saved?
Or even Google.
Oh yeah, Google.
Cheeto mailbox. Agreed. Like being able to just highlight a word and look it up. Although I know what every fucking word means. Who cares? I
am very smart. Blah, blah, blah,
I am also the most humble person I know. Coincidentally. I should wed him. I should wed him in Wedge. I don't know if I want to wed Wedge Root Potato. I think that might be M's job. Chris is basically books are life. Books are life. I own a lot of books, but this is the thing. I moved here from Chicago, and I couldn't bring 200 books with me in my car. I barely. my entire life, when I moved to Florida, I packed it in my dad's SUV and I packed it into my 2000 Mustang. I had to fit my entire life in those and drive them down here, and I couldn't afford to bring like hundreds of pounds of books.
Why do I get the feeling that? Sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Fight!
I was just about to say, like, I feel like as a child, you didn't have like, one of those like Tonka trucks. You just had like a Tonka Mustang. I feel like you came out of your mom's womb inside of a Mustang.
That's weird. I wasn't super into them until that was my first car. It was a convertible, and I was like, that's fun as shit.
Yeah, you just don't remember coming out of your mom inside of a Mustang.
It doesn't even. To be fair, I've come in and out of a lot of people's moms. Although my
those poor friends.
My my friend, the girl who works at the sock store with me, don't want to say where I work really. She actually recently stopped working at the sock store, but she just got her first car. It is it's not a Mustang. She almost got a convertible Mustang. She got a convertible Sebring, which is still pretty cool for Florida. And she always fucking Snapchats me pictures of her at the beach that she drove there in her goddamn convertible. I wish I got another convertible. I'm slightly sad that I did not, because that's perfect for like this weather, because I can use it 10 months out of the year.
Oh, what's the weather like
yeah,
now?
must be
What's
nice.
the degrees? What's the degrees there now?
Well, let's see. Hey, Brainspawn, was it snowing in Chicago?
It's snowing now.
Oh.
You sounded so sad, dude.
Holy shit, it's 70 degrees.
Yeah, it was 84 here earlier today.
I hope a hurricane swallows you all, and then spawns a tornado, and then eats that hurricane, and then why not inject you into the atmosphere?
You're more likely to get a hurricane there in the Midwest. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. I don't even think Korea has tornadoes. I've asked my children, and like my first year here, they have no idea what a tornado is.
How many children do you have?
Let's see. Oh god. In my afternoon classes, each class is sometimes like a minimum of 6 to 7 children. The most I have are 13.
I meant as a mother.
Oh, none.
Oh.
That I know of. Hey.
That's way weirder as a girl.
I just like,
I blacked out for 9 months and gave birth. There might be some kids out there.
No, or like go to the bathroom, like drop a deuce. Oh wait, no, it was just the kid.
It was a
that
baby.
Makes so much more sense.
Oh Christ!
Let's just try and flush this.
That's so dark and sexy.
How is it sexy?
No one else. Okay.
The conversation made a really dark turn all of a sudden.
Yeah. Weather has been inconsistent enough in the U.S. for that to happen, Brainspawn. I don't doubt it. I guess I kind of don't doubt it either.
Well, no, I've watched. I didn't know I was pregnant. A girl
I loved the shit out of that show.
A girl literally went to the
Wasn't it
bathroom.
like on TLC or some crap like that or whatever?
Yeah, it was on that Discovery or some bullshit.
No, it was definitely TLC. But she's like, this lady's like, I went to the bathroom and I thought this was like the worst number 2 of my life. And then baby.
Surprise baby.
Yes, surprise baby. She's like, what the fuck?
This dude is glitching on the floor.
Glitch.
There we go. Yeah.
So,
whoa! Oh Jesus Christ, Rex! You scared the shit out of me, bro. All right, I repaired P15, so I think I have to get on the tram now and start working my way towards Venezia.
You're still in Noveria.
No. When you get here, you realize how long it is because you have to.
I forgot.
You have to do the hammer
It's the
thing.
first part.
You have to talk to the boss. You have to bust the boss. You have to talk to the Turian. Which, by the way, I don't think I could bust that Solarian because it's not letting me talk to the Turian. Which I'm mildly upset about because that means that I can talk to the spy when I land on the Asari home planet, Ilium, in Mass Effect 2. And I don't think I'm going to be able to have that extra conversation with her.
Don't you have to report back to her? I don't think you have to talk. I didn't think you had to talk to a Turian about him.
I need to, because he has information on him. I talk to the Turian. I go to his office. I get the information on Annulus. I give it to her, and then after I give it to her, she'll bust the Solarian boss.
only does that happen if you go to talk to him again? Like talk to Solarian again? Like I think that's when it happens. It won't happen automatically.
I can't bust him if I can't get up to the office.
Oh, that's right.
And the train's not letting me up to the office, and I don't know why. I fucked up somewhere. I don't have enough Paragon or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're like fresh.
Oh God, Kristen, Afjack. I ate Taco Bell the day before. How was I supposed to know it was a baby?
Horrible.
It's horribly funny though. Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Not gonna argue with it.
Speaking of like food, man, I have to eat. It's like, oh, it's 1 p.m. Oh, okay.
For those who are in the chat and who do not know, Kristen is in Korea right now doing English teaching, and is it 1 p.m. there?
Yes.
And
I am 13 hours ahead in the future.
For reference, it is 12 a.m. here, where I am in Florida on the East Coast. Liara could use a better pistol, or literally she could use a better anything.
Oh yeah, I bought some really spicy ramen. I want to see just how spicy it is. I kind of want to ruin my mouth.
That's what she said.
Hey, there's no ruining things with this mouth. Good. No.
See, I don't think the joke works. The one that I said, that she said when a girl does say it, because yes, that's literally
that is
what she
quite
just
literally
said.
what she said.
Name it chalupa. Chino. Totes racist if chalupa was a real Mexican word. A Spanish word. She's like, I don't know if I should make another one of these drinks at all.
Probably not.
No, I probably shouldn't. Whoop. Let me save before I get my ass murdered again. My electronic skill is too low.
He killed himself because he was part of it. Online, connected to the tram station has user alert.
Click, 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 click.
Shut up, Brainspawn.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the chamber is equipped with a. Unfortunately,
what's the problem?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired.
Tell me what happened.
I'm sorry, but I need
Give me a status. Give me a status.
Okay, Brainspawn. This is the area that I hate, where you have to go like down to the hot labs and like crawl all around in Noveria.
Oh God, I remember getting stuck in a room. I'm like, it took me forever. Like
we discussed this. I've dropped roughly 150 hours into this game, and I still get lost in this area, just because I think it's poorly designed.
No, the worst is like, I think past like that part, like, it's like those 3 rooms like that are all connected, or you can like bypass them and go straight to Venezia. I think that is like the most confusing area ever.
Okay, see, I literally don't know where to go right now. I'm lost.
What's the status of reputation?
Okay. I don't know if you remember this area. I just went down, and I'm trying to get into the Peak 15 area. Brain spawn, and there are a couple of Rachni in the hallway, right? And there are the plasma cannons in the hallway. So I can either repair the plasma purge, of which my skill is too low, or I can open the doors, of which my skill is too low. So I think I'm kind of stuck here.
There has to be some way, because
I just got a text, so if you give me 1 sec, I will be right back. Oh, never mind. I lied. Who would text me? Let me try going back, I guess. Because I'm a little bit lost, to say the least. Are you wrong, Chio? Am I wrong in thinking they rushed the release of the game? You encountered a few wall glitches, Miami hotline instead. Uh, I don't think it was necessarily rushed. I think they were initially, it was supposed to be a PC exclusive release, and then Xbox got it. So I think it was poorly optimized for the 360, which is why Mass Effect 2 was significantly better. Because they had a chance to like do it and optimize it correctly. Okay, so this sucks. I'm legitimately lost, and I feel really bad about this. Although the way this is, it's like Knights of the Old Republic for the original Xbox, which BioWare also did, and because of
I forgot they did that.
yeah, they briefly lost the rights to Star Wars, which is why they made their own universe, I think, because it's like, oh well, we're still gonna have all the same classes, and the Biotics are just clearly Jedi because they can use the Force.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, so they just like, oh well, we're making this, so.
But
okay.
It seems more like a sci-fi twist to it.
Let me try to pay attention. I'm concentrating really hard right now. I'm sorry. So they were like Control-C, Control-V, compile. Pretty much they're like, here, work on the 360, go. Here's the architecture.
Go for it.
Oh, before I have to go when peeps get here, like I said, Kristen, you and I saw it together and it just came out. In the long run, now that we're like 4 months out, in hindsight, what do you think of Force Awakens?
I still very much enjoyed it.
Good. I work in a very nerdy store, chat goers, and some people come in and they'll be like, "Oh, I really disliked it. It was the same as the original." But I feel like if it had been very different, they would have been like, it would have been a double-edged sword. They would have been like, "No, it's not Star Wars."
If it would have been very different, there would have been accusations going like the Phantom Menace route or like.
Oof. Yeah, we don't want to go. You never go full Phantom Menace.
But yeah, I can also see the very parallels because the story does pretty well follow the basic plot of A New Hope.
Yeah, and it's like the pressure was on Disney and everything to make this successful. So it's like it's not a hard decision on their part to play it safe.
Yeah, like don't fix what isn't broken, that kind of deal. I feel like it is very similar to New Hope, but with a good enough twist. I feel like I like the dialogue better in this one. It's more like energetic. I feel like sometimes A New Hope drags.
No, I really do love A New Hope. Obviously, it's the first Star Wars, but you're right. It is an origin story, so it has a lot of stuff to build up and explain before it gets to the full plot.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually like I didn't realize that. Like that's a good point because
how do
like
I get into the hot labs?
It's like the dialogue in The Force Awakens. It's a lot. I don't want to say just because like obviously we're so used to Star Wars now. It's a lot more natural, like dialogue compared to like the original. Like
the original was from what I remember of a lot of the makings, it was really under budgeted. Like they I think it was going to succeed.
I think like Carrie Fisher said, like Lucas was great at like their lines. She said, I think she said like it's something that is great to read on paper, but it's hard to convey, to get across on film, essentially.
Yeah, like whenever, like for instance, when like in The Force Awakens, when you hear like someone talking about like 12 parsecs, like they commit to parsecs is a thing.
Yeah, and like, that's actually good. That's actually I never thought of that, like how that dialogue was. Like, yeah, that's a really good point. But it's so funny. Like when I rewatched it, or when I watched it for the first time on blue or digital or whatever, and when I first saw BB-8 again, I could tell I had a big grin on my face, and even when couple months ago, like when the Oscars were on. I don't know if if you two watched it or not, but
I'm gonna say I watched highlights on Reddit.
and anyway, like at one point I was watching with my dad, and at one point they had like a little skit of like C-3PO, R2, and even BB-8 on stage, and whatever, and you know I was like, I felt like a little kid. I'm like it's BB-8. He's on stage with them, and he's making all the beeps.
He's making all the BB-8 noises.
Yeah. And like I had such a grin too. I'm like, that's something like that's really weird. Like I've never felt and kind of in film, like really like kind of thing. Like I've like I don't know. Like we've been around the block, you know, plenty of times with movies and everything, but like I've never had that kind of reaction.
Well, I think
like
also
you know,
in the chat really quick, Cheeto, it looked regarding Force Awakens, it looked cool. It played it safe on the story. Thought it was going to go ape in that department, and David Lynch turned down Return of the Jedi. That would have been something. I didn't know that. That would be fucking weird as shit if David Lynch had directed Return of the Jedi.
Lucas wanted Spielberg to do Return of the Jedi, which that would have been awesome.
I would have
been so awesome.
I would have been fine with that. I still love Spielberg. I was just thinking.
I just wish that he would leave Indiana Jones alone.
I don't think it's Spielberg. I think it's Lucas writing.
Well, no, I mean, like, they just need to stop touching Indiana Jones. We don't need another sequel.
I don't know, Kristen. If I had the opportunity to keep touching Indiana Jones, I think I would keep touching Indiana Jones.
Well, I just imagine you like. I just imagine
When's the last time you saw Raiders of the Lost Ark? He is really fucking hot in that.
No, yes, of course. Harrison Ford young Harrison Ford is like insanely good looking. Harrison Ford now.
Imagine you like.
I want to be my dad.
I just imagine you poking, or not really poking, but like kind of just tapping like Indiana Jones, like just like tap like on his shoulder, like tap. That's what I imagine. Or whatever.
Either that, or like just boop him on the nose,
boop.
Just to see him look
over and over.
Neither of you went with tapping his dick. I'm disappointed in both of you.
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's Harrison Ford. I mean, you might as well go for it.
See, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Might as well.
I think really the big appeal with BB-8 is because BB-8 has a lot of personality written into him without having to like do an insane amount of bleeps and bloops.
I also like that he's practical.
Yeah, no, I was about to say that. Out of the droids, he's the most practical looking. Like R2-D2, yeah, he's iconic. But like when you look back and like, yeah, that would be really shit in the future. This rolling trash can.
Future, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Well, we never really established like the focal point of where we are watching.
The openings were a long time ago.
A long time ago, but for us.
For who?
For who though?
A long time ago in a galaxy far away.
A long time ago in a galaxy far. Oh my god, you're really just like I want to like cringe punch you in the face.
Do it. I love Weird Al.
Then but like it's such a good film, like, and just watching it again, it's just like, or actually watching it obsessively, it's just like.
Yeah, because you just got it on digital, correct? So
yeah.
I just got it from my Oculus.
And it's so weird because it's so good, but usually like the wait is not going to be as unbearable until the next official chapter. Like it's always a 3-year wait. Here it's like are they even filming right now? I imagine they are if it comes out next year.
They have to be because they're probably doing the finishing touches on Rogue One. Because one is 4th month. They have 8 months to finish up filming, editing, post-production effects to get it out.
And
I saw the trailer for Rogue One. It just looks so unimpressive. It looks so disappointing.
I saw it. It's Star Wars, so I'm hyped. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but I was a little hard at work earlier.
I'll see it.
That's just you on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I kind of don't know like them branching out Star Wars into like different like I don't know like I don't know, so like I don't want to say analogies, but that's what
different like narratives within the same like
I'm
universe.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, fighting all the cockroaches. Continue without me.
Like I'm not sure how I feel about it. Kind of a thing is like I'm curious to see what you do because like Disney's gonna milk it, but it's like I don't know. Like
I think
I'm not.
like the inclusion of Forrest Whitaker is weird because like kind of like Harrison
That is
Ford,
weird.
I don't see Forrest Whitaker as a character. I see, oh yes,
Forrest
it's
Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Now I
in
see
space.
Harrison Ford as Harrison Ford. When I watched Star Wars for the first time, it was just Han Solo. Now it's like, oh, that's Harrison Ford. But you're correct, Forrest Whitaker. I'm like, oh wow, that's fucking Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, like if
can't
you
really
have Gary
watch-
Oldman doing something, then yeah.
I can't really watch Forrest Whitaker on screen because like, his lazy eye. To me, it
He's
really
so
distracts.
distracting.
Oh my god! Someone on Reddit was like, "Rogue
So
One
distracting.
is the title referring to Forrest Whitaker's eye."
Oh,
Which is fucking terrible.
oh, it's so.
But like that's what I like. Like I think he's a good like actor and stuff I've seen in him. But I'm like, it's so distracting. I was like, I can't take you seriously. Like, how about like when you shoot him on screen, you shoot like only one side of his face, like Two-Face,
No.
like just avoid it. Just like, or do like that 3/4 thing, but so the lazy eye is still out of
I feel like
frame.
what he needs to
That's
do
so
is he needs to pull a Nick Fury and just like have that eye patch.
all the time. Oh my
over his
god!
lazy eye.
He can't help it. That sounds so shitty.
You can incorporate it into his character, it becomes less distracting. He automatically looks more badass.
Oh my god!
Look, man, I'm
I'm
sorry.
just saying how it is.
If not, yeah, like if this were like back in, I called it House
Telling
of
the truth.
Season, and if we were back in the day without modern technology, lazy eye Forrest Whitaker is gonna get eaten by like a dinosaur.
What's back in the day, Kristen? Like what?
I feel like academically back in the day is like about 10
Wrong.
years ago.
And brain spawn here. Actually, that was 10 years ago. Didn't Superman Returns come out in 2006?
God, that was such a terrible
With
movie.
Kevin Spacey. Wrong.
Brian Singer screwed us. He screwed us out of a good Superman film, and he screwed us on X-Men 3. Thank you, Brian Singer.
He's continuing to screw us with the younger generation. You had First Class, which is really, really good.
It is.
And then like they fucking come in Days of Future Past, and now this one. Days of Future Past, what it did was it took all the best parts of First Class and they beat it to death. All the really fun original characters that we got out of them, dead. Oh, the only ones that are important are the ones from the original ones that I did, because I am Brian Singer and I'm the best.
In a way,
Jack,
yes.
You should feel bad for laughing. I'm just kidding. I don't feel that bad.
In a way, yes. But like
okay,
in the same token, I'm
yeah.
glad he erased X-Men. In a way, he kind of erased X-Men 3 from like the film, like the films. Like I didn't do it. Everyone hates it. So guess what? I'm striking it. It never happened.
Which is
No,
cool, but
that's
it's a
not.
tad bit arrogant of him.
No, here's the thing
Agreed.
though. He didn't need to touch it because First Class already erases its existence just from its own timeline, because it's like if we're good in X3,
But would you call-
they first
Would you call First Class like? Would you call it prequel to the original X-Men
I
film,
think they were
or would you call it a
trying to
reboot?
That's what it
initially.
was.
I think they were
It's
trying to do
prequel.
a reboot.
I would call it a
Oh.
reboot.
Because they changed so much that it's like, okay, well, this is our new lore.
Well, here's the thing
Yeah,
though.
I would
If it's
call it a
supposed to be a reboot, if First Class
But
is
then they
supposed to be a
kept
reboot,
acknowledging the current shit.
then they kept First Class is fine because it if it sets itself as a reboot, then yeah, because what it does is it eliminates X3 from even being possible, because in X3 they visit Jean Grey when he's already in his nice little wheelie chairs. Like no, he was still walking. No, was he still walkie? Yeah,
he was
still
walking in the beginning of the film.
Yes,
He was
at the beginning of
walkie-talkie.
X3, I saw X3 in theaters twice.
Oh, you
Ugh.
fucking...
To be fair, the second time I was like 19 or 20. My girlfriend at the time went to make out. Seriously, so whatever.
At
yes,
least you
follow-
didn't watch it, so I guess that's a win.
Yeah,
Follow
that's-
your dick wherever it goes.
That's a win for my dick. My dick is like a divining rod. It's split
But-
in half.
And yeah, so First Class is fine because it eliminates half of that stuff. But then as soon as he comes back, as soon as like the shitty film director comes back and fucking like for fucking Days of Future Past, he's like, let's acknowledge the thing that we forgot, that we like, you know, kind of. And he doesn't even he doesn't even try to like acknowledge that the previous film negates the shit that Wolverine is like, oh, I'll fix this at the end, by the way, Professor.
BT dubs, Prof.
Oh.
Hey, Prof, what's up? I kind of agree that the way that First Class was set up, it was definitely kind of a reboot. But then they started acknowledging weird shit, but it's like this doesn't quite fit in with what's been pre-established.
Yeah.
Like he kind of didn't care. Who did that? I can't remember his name. He's the guy who did Kingsman: The Secret Service and Kick-Ass.
And Kingsman's so much fun.
Kingsman was.
I still want to see that.
Oh, it's so fun.
Matt, hey, Kristen, you've seen it.
Yeah.
Did you see the poster for the sequel?
Yes, it did.
Okay, it was on Reddit. Yeah, they're making it.
Yeah, they're making a sequel.
Yeah, I think they're shooting it now. Brainspawn. Brainspawn. You have HBO and HBO Go?
Yes.
Kingsman Secret Service is currently on HBO Go. I would like if you watch it so we can discuss it later.
Oh, cool.
Watch it now. Watch it now.
Watch it now. Stop playing Halo 5. I swear to Christ. If you play more Halo 5.
I actually had to stop playing Halo because we got too focused on BBS talk. I couldn't really concentrate on playing. Like I think I went like 5 and 2. I'm like I still want positive, but I'm like
positive. Get a positive KD ratio. That's all I give a shit about in Halo. Because I was telling Lady Blooper earlier about this, because she didn't really understand what. See you, Cheeto. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out to begin with. Thanks for participating in our nerd shit. Have a good night, dude. Enjoy being off. So yeah, Lady Blooper's out of town, so I'm just getting drunk and having fun. She didn't know what KD ratio was initially. I explained it to her because she just saw the words KD and she's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, yeah, Brainspawn and I used to make fake accounts in Halo and murder the shit out of everyone. We'd be like, oh, has captured the flag? We're going to stomp the map and kill literally everyone else on the other team over and over and over until they get so mad they make us their target.
The worst offense we ever did was we played double team. We would get to like 24 kills.
Okay, wait. For the record, it was Halo 3.
Yes,
and you would need in team doubles it was 2v2, 2 teams of 2v2, and you would need 25 kills to win.
And we would get to 24 kills, and then we would start committing suicide because when you commit suicide, your score goes down. So we go back down all the way to 0 and then kill them again up to 24.
But we didn't want to wake up, so we commit suicide to get back down to 0 and let them kill us. And they would brag afterwards and send messages, and we'd be like, we were literally 1 kill away from winning. You don't think it's suspicious that we went down to 0?
Not only that, but I think one of the times we sent them a message saying, you won because we allowed you to win.
Yeah, we essentially sent the message that line. You won because we allow it. We were cocky as shit. I mean,
I'm still
we were good at it.
I'm still cocky at Halo. I still do crazy stuff. Then I'm like, I bit off or whatever. I bit off more than I can chew. But also you know how not to switch to Halo talk, but you know how back in the day, you know how you and I would always kind of more or less defend the base, say in CTF or whatever. But then when it we had 5 minutes left and our team hasn't scored, we're like, fine, we'll go get the flag, and we score the flag.
I'll take care of this.
Yeah, and we score. I'm still like that. If there's still 5 minutes left in the game, I'm like, fine. And sure enough, as soon as I become aggressive, we score. Yeah. It's like, okay.
I told you to leave. That's how I have sex. As soon as I become aggressive, I score.
Oh.
Woo.
Over the headboard, there's a
it's
come to blue balls ratio.
You also hear the kids the grunt birthday party yay.
Oh Jesus! I'd rather be dead. I'm gonna look up my.
I would like for everything to end like I just won a trial in Ace Attorney where there's and confetti falls.
Just out of nowhere.
I really wanted to be a lawyer, and I would also watch a lot of play and watch a lot of Ace Attorney playthroughs.
You dweeb. Continue.
No, I played Ace Attorney too. when before I could play it though, I didn't really have like an emulator or any of that bullshit, so I had to like look it up. And at the end, I'm like, oh man, that's how I wished real trials would go. You like get the not guilty verdict, and then like, woo, confetti. The
That
judge
sounds
just like.
It kind of sounds like Futurama, like what Blurns Ball is. Like,
It's just-
Yes, and the defense attorney just got taken out by the giant radioactive spider. You gotta expect that, folks. Now I just want like trials to have like commentators.
Yeah. And, actually, that's really funny. I can picture like if you like became a lawyer, like you would demand like if we win a case, I demand you throw confetti.
I demand confetti. It's in my contract with you, client. You have to throw confetti if I get you off the hook.
And you have to have children scream at the top of their lungs in joy.
Yay!
Ma'am, why did you bring a bunch of children into the court? Hold on, you'll see.
It's in my contract.
It's in my contract. Also, no brown M&Ms.
No brown. Oh my! Did you just see that on Today I Learned about Van Halen?
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew that priorly, and it was weird. I was talking about it within this last week because I was explaining it for some reason to someone at work, I think. And then it showed up on Today I Learned. I'm like, that's fucking convenient for me.
Someone's eavesdropping on your conversation. They're like, that's great, like, karma material. Hold on.
Hey,
what I want to do is I want to get, like, that banana cunt hat and take a picture of myself. I want to buy it now, find it again and buy it, and then take a picture of myself wearing that hat, because then I feel like even more karma. That's sweet, sweet internet points.
I'm drunk. Okay, when my fucking phone lights up a green LED, that means I have a Facebook message. It's lighting up green, and I keep catching out of the corner of my eye. It also means it's fully charged when it stays green. So I keep checking my messages, but I don't have any. It's just my phone is charged.
Charger.
No, I want it to be infinite. Okay, so actually, let me double check that I sent my friend my right address, because I'm not in the right mind right now. Okay, whatever. It's the right address. Anyway, Brainspawn, I'm a little bit lost here. When I go down where that Volus is, I try to get into the lab, and the Turian guard won't let me in.
Does he actually stop you, or like?
Yeah, no, it's locked. He won't.
I think it has to do with something like there's a side quest for that Volus.
And there was a doctor in another room, and he gave me a cure to cure people or something like that. I'm like, how do I cure these people? I gotta find my way back downstairs. I can't even, because I can go into the restricted area, but it'll turn everyone hostile on me. So
I don't remember like if that cure is like for that like group of people from the like when you first get into that area where like you help that guy or that guy helps you or kind of thing. Like I don't remember now. But the only way to get through that door is if like you kind of like help that doctor and like you kind of show the bolus like you are helpful kind of a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna go down to the quarantine again, and I'm going to speak to the Volus, and I'm going to try to be sober and coherent and listen to what he has to say.
Speaking of Voluses, ever since I always wanted to kick them.
Because they're like soccer ball shaped in size.
Yeah, and they just. I just hate how they talk. It's just like I just want to kick you.
What is it?
Pretty much. I hate like that.
You'll be needing this armor.
Yeah.
For the colonies, human.
Like
he sounds like a really
Earth Clan.
Earth Clan. I used to, yeah.
I hate them. I just want to kick them. Everyone kind of makes fun of the Elcor, but I like the Elcor. Like I would give the Elcor a hug.
Okay, so you guys so you mentioned earlier, Bloops, about VR hentai, VR porn.
Yeah.
Of course, there's a post about it on the front page.
Is there? Would you mind
trying out the Oculus Rift like porn demo? Like it's not even porn demo. It's clearly hentai demo.
Would you mind linking me to that?
For research.
For reasons. Yeah. Okay, because nope. Brainspawn. I talked to the Volus, and I try to get him to to get me to help them beat the rat. I asked the Volus to help me beat the Rachni, and he doesn't give me any further dialogue chains. And then I go up and speak to the Turian, and he doesn't let me in there. The door is red. And there's a red door behind the Volus, too, that leads to the maintenance area that I can't access. Normally I can get into all these rooms, but I'm a little tipsier than usual, so I'm not really paying attention, just kind of blowing through this. I think I'm just gonna go into the restricted area and take the hit with everyone attacking me. Like
Yeah.
I don't like going. I don't like going that way. I like doing kind of the legit Paragon way.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like I would have to be playing it and seeing it. Like I can't.
You should tune into my stream really quick so you could help me. Because clearly I'm incompetent. Okay. I really like my Gear VR, Kristen, but it was made very specifically for the Galaxies. So when I plug it in, it automatically boots up the Oculus Gear VR app. And I can decide what to do from in there. So I can't just like, oh, let me boot up YouTube. Oh, let me boot up this Google Cardboard app, which is for Google Cardboard. What I do though is I have an app on my phone called Package Disabler Pro, which lets me disable all the default Samsung packages and bloatware, etc. So what I do is I go into that, I disable the Samsung Gear VR virtual reality, and then I'm like, okay, well, I want to watch a virtual reality porn. So then I could open up Pornhub, plug it into my VR, and put it in. And I have to be quick about it, quick like a bunny.
In case you get caught.
Yeah. Okay. I have no choice. I'm going to go into the restricted area. Fuck it.
Oh no, Netflix just increased the price to $9.99. I'll die.
Yeah. I saw that, and it's like, you know, people are gonna pay for it. I'm gonna have to. It's like, well, I guess I won't like it, but
I don't really give a fuck that much. I actually don't use that much Netflix. Like, thank God, the first day that I got here, like, is when Netflix finally opened up to like Korea. And I was like, fucking thank God. But it's Korean Netflix, so there's actually a lot of stuff that's not included. Like, it's pretty limited. Luckily, I can get Netflix. Not Netflix. Luckily, I can get Daredevil if I want to. I still haven't watched the second season. I need to.
it's good.
Okay, it's good. I still haven't finished Jessica Jones. I just can't.
That doesn't appeal to me.
I couldn't either.
It didn't appeal to me.
Did you finish it, Brainspawn?
I didn't even watch it. I'm just like, no.
That's way worse than me. I got like 8 episodes in and I stopped. You're just like, fuck it.
Well, it's because like it's more film noir, which is fine in of itself, but like if you follow it up after,
it's not even film noir. She's boring. Like I don't mean to be I don't mean to be sexist, but she's such a bitch the whole time, and I don't give a shit about what she does because
I don't give a shit about.
I don't
bitches.
care about like what a hero she is because she's still being like, she's like, I guess I'll be a hero.
I don't really. It's not. I don't dislike Jessica as a character. I'm fine with her. It's just that like. In my feeling, it comes off very. It's trying to come off as more film noir kind of shit, but that's like, and you don't want that to be your follow up after fucking Daredevil, where he's just fucking beating someone up every episode.
I love Daredevil though.
I love Daredevil. Yeah, no, I love Daredevil. That's like Daredevil is so like engaging and also it hypes you. It's a good show and it hypes you up while you're watching it. Jessica Jones, it's a slow burn. It's slow as a motherfucker.
Even a slow burn. I think she's just really boring because she's like. Me and Luke Cage are both super strength. Let us punch everyone with our super muscles.
Let's punch.
I rewatched the first season of Daredevil before, like a couple weeks before the second season.
Really quick before we discuss any second season stuff, Kristen, have you seen the second season of Daredevil?
No, I haven't watched it at all.
No, I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna talk anything. But just like I rewatched the first season, I forgot how good the first season was. Where I was like, oh my god, like this, like I only watched it once when it premiered. So like, it was almost like watching it fresh again. I'm like, this is so fucking good. Like, I think one of my favorite moments from the first season was like,
yeah,
I think it was like the episode where they deal with Fisk's origin, more or less. And at the very end of the episode, like, that's when he gives the press conference about stepping to the light. So basically, like, their plan to expose him just like utterly failed. It's just like, oh my, like, I'm like, it was so fucking good.
Yeah, no, it was a really, really good move for the character, and also just really intriguing for the plot itself.
And
but also,
it
got rid of my journal, but like it totally like just gave me journalism blue balls. It killed my journalism boner. Like, yes, expose him.
Okay, Brain Swan, just like I'm going down an elevator right now. Liara has a really flat butt.
Who?
Oh, Liara.
Yeah, Liara has Blueberry has a really flat butt. Tali's got quite a donk, and it's awesome.
Well,
not gonna lie.
To be fair, this is Mass Effect 1 Liara. Mass Effect 2 and 3 Liara, the character model is a little bit better, but like it's nothing compared to Tali though. Tali has got a badonk.
Tali, so does Miranda.
Well, basically, why do you film Miranda at all? They just show her ass. Like,
yeah, they show. It's very gratuitous. They very intentionally focus on her butt in a lot of the.
Oh yeah, like especially Mass Effect 3. Like I think like when you first see her again, like it's purposely an ass shot.
Agreed. Ooh, the male gaze.
Like it's trying to be like
it's rocking everywhere.
And it's trying to be like a serious conversation too. You're trying to be like, Miranda, what have you been up to? It's like ass shot.
She's like, Shepard, my father's trying to kill me, and then you're like, ooh, butt.
Pretty much.
I'm embarrassed. It took me way too long to get into this area that I've been trying to get into.
Oh, not to go back to Daredevil too quick or whatever,
ooh, fuck.
but. This annoys me from what I hear people about like saying about the show. Do any of you find Foggy annoying?
I found him really annoying the first 3 episodes. But he grew on me. But I feel like Foggy is like some guy who should be on a different show, but he just kind of like tripped and fell onto the Daredevil stuff. Like, oh yeah, Foggy, yeah, come on.
Have you heard that theory of someone on Reddit about Michael Cera that he just kind of accidentally walked into a set one day and they thought that he was an actor, so he kind of just like went with it, and he's been faking it the whole time because they just keep doing it, and he's like.
That's why he looks really concerned every time.
That is him. He's just too awkward to be like, oh, I'm not the actor.
Please, no, I'm not even Michael Cera.
Because like,
but I personally like Foggy, and he gets better and better, I think, because Matt's clearly a good lawyer, but he's kind of god hacks because he uses his powers a little bit. Foggy's naturally charismatic and a good lawyer in the courtroom.
Yeah, he's a good lawyer, but also you need that everyman to be like, oh look, even some guy who doesn't have the superpowers can try his best to make the world better by just being him and doing his thing, because he's not out shooting people like a girl who's so forgettable I can't even remember her name.
That's really sad because I don't remember her name either, but I think that I like her a lot.
But
I think the policy just has a generic name.
All she's good at is shooting that one guy.
Okay, to be fair, that went against most tropes. I love that she shot him.
Oh yeah, no, that was awesome.
And every other thing, they grab the gun and they pull the trigger, and it would be the safety would be on, and he'd grab it back, or they grab it and they wouldn't pull the trigger.
Well, that just seems really dumb on his part.
Wesley's.
Wesley's part was so.
Yeah.
Here's why I love that. He had it on the table as a threat, and it was closer to him. He would have plugged her. But he's such a bitch to Fisk. The entire series leading up to that point. Fisk calls, he answers. He's been his bitch for years. He's an assistant. So as soon as he calls, it's like a Pavlovian response. He just like pick up. And then as soon as he does that, oh shit, she grabbed the gun. And he's quick on his feet. He tries to immediately talk his way out of it. He's like, you don't think I'd be dumb enough to give you a loaded gun. And she's not a punk, so she pops him. I love how that scene played out.
I was really sad when he died because I did like Wesley to some extent.
He was a cunt. He was cool, but oh my god, he was a little fucking weasel the whole time. He was a thorn in the side.
I liked him, especially when I think when stuff was starting to turn bad for Fisk, and then he brought Vanessa. I'm like, dude, he's such a good
He's the
wingman.
ultimate
in a
bro.
way.
He's a bro to
Yeah,
Fisk!
ultimate bro.
But he's a bro to Fisk! I'm talking to Benezia right now. Benezia.
But like, yeah, like I love Foggy. Like I hear a lot of complaints about his character or whatever. I'm like, yeah, like you need that kind of character, like that everyman, but also like he seems to be like somewhat the voice of reason of how like absurd like the world, like that world is.
That their world
like
is
you
in.
yeah, like you kind of need that character more or less. No one else is gonna.
I
call
also like that
attention to
he's
it.
not conventional. I also like that Foggy's not conventionally attractive.
No, he was actually, what I know him from is he was in the Butterfly Effect, and he was really cool in that.
Oh, yeah.
He was, Ashton Kutcher's friend in that.
That's such a weird movie for Ashton Kutcher to be in. I feel like if anyone else was playing that character, it would have been a lot less laughable.
I would say, yeah, probably because Kutcher can't. It's really hard for him to do drama.
Yeah.
Like the only other thing the one thing I actually liked him in, like actually in a serious role, I was bored one day, and this was years ago, like when I was at school.
Yeah.
And it was that movie called The Guardian with Kevin Costner, where they're like.
Oh God, I never watched that. One of my.
It was actually. It's not the greatest film, but like it was the one role I like Ashton Kutcher in. I'm like, oh okay, like you're not like acting like as if you're in a comedy of some sort.
I could see that his that related stuff, but one of my exes was like super patriotic, like go US, go everything, and she wanted to see that so much because like Coast Guard. And I was just like, no.
The only other thing I like Ashton Kutcher in, and this is what began like my love affair of Zoe Saldana, is
yeah.
It was them and Bernie Mac and Guess Who, and that is what like.
Oh God! What a weird movie, dude, for you to have seen.
It is. Well, yeah, but Ashton Kutcher is actually pretty good in that. But that is the movie that introduced me to Zoe Saldana, and I've had a love affair with her ever since.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Bloop, bloop.
I'm watching like some guy like pretty much breaking down like an Imgur post. Imgur post breaking down anime in 2015, and one of them it's like literally like, "You gonna cry when you watch this shit." It's all in caps. It's as if Little John watched anime for a year and decided to give a review.
Vanessa has huge boobs, Brain Spawn.
This is what you wait.
Like, this is ridiculous. She's in the story matriarch and she's like, cleave.
Madam Booby.
I died. I don't think I'm gonna beat her. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat her in this current state.
This show about a kid overcoming his passive abuse. If that don't sound kind of heartwarming, you a bitch. He meets a pretty girl, something you could never do. He starts to play piano again because he wants the booty. Shit cute, yo.
That's dumb.
I actually know the anime he's talking about. It's heartwarming as shit.
Oh. That's, how long ago did I say?
Boots. Ends call. I'm currently watching the really dumb volleyball anime. It's so hype. Shit's so hype. I feel like...
I think all three of those words were really redundant. Dumb, volleyball, and anime.
They're so cute, but who cares?
Volleyball is really... Like, no, volleyball is like... If one of the sports I could ever, like, be okay with just, like, watching, it's basketball and volleyball.
I used to shoot
maybe swimming
volleyball for our college, and yes, I'm joking, but yes, you're very correct in that it was one of the more fun sports to shoot because it was very active and very fast.
Yeah, it's very fat. And so, like, the animation of this one show, it's really, really good. It's just great animation, too. So it just makes it feel very alive while you're watching a match happen. And it's all dramatic, and no one's ever really, like, a bad guy, which is, like, what you would find in a lot of these, like, really dumb sports animes. Also, it's hella gay. It's just, like, hella unintentionally gay.
I doubt it's unintentional.
That's true.
There was something I was watching. I don't remember what it was.
Really quick, I do like that you were quoting Excel Saga, which
Thank
is
you.
one of my favorite animes ever.
That is such a weird show.
It is. It's a parody. It's a parody of anime and American and Japanese pop culture.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
I don't know what I was watching. I was like watching a bunch of Pixar films a while ago, and I don't remember what film it was, but it was just like there was something like the most. Oh, I know. It wasn't that. It was the last time I was with family, and I was watching Frozen with my niece, and I told you this, Eric, and it's like it's one of those weird things I love about animation is like when like you like how they animate it is like it's so good you put that much detail or like finesse into it. It's like yes, when it's
you can see the individual like stitchings on the clothes.
No, but it was a character movement, and it's during Elsa's song "Let It Go," and when she's like when she creates her new dress and she does like that hip walk, I'm like, that's a really good piece of animation.
What a hottie!
I was like, that's a good piece of animation. Like you did like the finesse of like that hip walk. I'm like, way to go. Like,
the inspiration for many a Rule 34.
There's an anime this year. An anime last year called Death Parade. It has like already just sounds like a really good title. But one of the sequences in it is
bitch.
Is pretty much an ice skating sequence that's done really, really well. So it's like animation has just been getting better and better every year. There are very few shows that I see now where I'm just like, this is like the shitty just standing still and mouth flaps.
Yeah.
Like most anime we typically grew up with.
Yeah. And like I said, that's why I always like animation. I always like when they do something that's like minute or something like it's like something like an actor would do if it were live action, but you're doing it in animation. When you really don't have to, because you could have just been like, "Hey, they're standing still."
Let's be lazy.
Yeah, I don't know, or something like that. But like, I like that you.
That's a lot of what the Simpsons stood for and did too. Was that they
did that.
A lot of them worked or knew about Hanna-Barbera, and they wanted to prove that you could do a weekly animated cartoon show that was not done on the cheap. This is so fucking frustrating, Mass Effect 1. I just got my ass knocked down by Benezia, and they just kept pummeling me with bullets while my Shepard's like animation was getting back up. I couldn't defend myself. Hold on, my friend's calling me. One sec.
Have you seen One Punch Man?
Have I seen what?
One Punch Man?
Are you here?
That sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
It's an anime that came out last year that, like, when you were talking about the animation style where, like, trying to animating it so well that where it looks like, you know, a movement that's a real-life actor would do, like, in real life. Think of that, but the entire show is that kind of animation. Yeah. It's insane. Cool. Also, there's a lot of fights. It's like, the premise is that it's like a world where, like, superheroes are a thing, and also there's monsters. But the premise is the main character is a guy whose superhero name is One Punch Man, and he's not lying. He wins every single fight in one punch, which sounds like it would get really, really boring, but it actually gets like really exciting to watch. The show is the definition of hype.
I watched this on Netflix because it was something I caught bits and pieces of, and I'm wondering if Blooper saw it. Like, I don't know if he was more in touch with it, but it was a show called Young Justice.
So drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I keep dying against Matriarch Benezia.
I never really watched it when it was on the air, but then since it was on Netflix, I'm like, I was bored. I'm like, I'll watch it.
Really mad.
And the animation's so good.
Oh, hey,
in
there
that
are people
show.
Yeah,
here.
it's so good for the show.
And I'm like,
I'm really disappointed that it got pulled.
me too. Especially
Wait,
after.
wait. Are you guys talking about Young Justice?
Yes.
Yes.
I just got back. I didn't hear you guys say the name of the show. I just heard the animation is so good, and I'm sad it got pulled early. And I'm like, I knew what you were talking about.
And like, especially
fucking
after
dweebs.
how the second season ended, and like on such like in
Okay,
a
let me try to
weird.
kill Venezia, and if I fuck up, then
I don't know. I don't want to say like cliffhanger kind of a thing, but I'm like, why? Like, why'd you end this? I was so angry.
Wednesdays. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Venezia, you bitch.
I love how your hair changed color and everything too.
She's really good. She's my favorite. Let me keep one ear off of this, actually. This part sucks dick on my current. No! Oh! Okay, brain spawn. I just got one hit KO'd by Venezia. She flipped me off the platform, so I insta died. I put 150 hours into Mass Effect 1, and that never fucking happened. Alright. Goodbye, life. I don't even care.
You just give up now.
I give up so hard. I don't even care.
You gave up the hardest.
Yeah, I
But
give
what
up the
But what
hardest.
about Saren and the Reapers? They can't win.
Yes.
Sarah and the Reaper could eat my space dick. Okay. Chris, you're late. I've just been streaming for a little over 3 hours, and I'm tipsy, and I'm gonna leave. But we're typically trying to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I think we're gonna start trying to do Wig Wednesday. Lady Blooper wants to buy a bunch of fucking wigs. So yeah, I know it's weird. It's a weird fetish thing. Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Thanks for joining me, Brainspawn. I would like to do
No
it again
problem.
because we talk nerd shit. Thanks for joining, Kristen, all the way from Korea, across the ocean.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks for having me. I'm gonna eat ramen.
Jack, Mass Effect is a
Bye-bye.
game about failure and regret. You are not incorrect. All right. Thanks for watching me fuck up over and over. Have a good night, everyone who participated. Blah.
Oh.